LEFTTUBE, or is Denim's Dunks going to be something you do on your own? Also, doubling viewership is sweet. You did a great job. Yes. So the 2 channels, one of them is a fan channel, Denim's Daily, which I have no control over. I have no control over them taking videos down. I have no control over them putting videos up. They post what they want. The other channel, Denim's TV, only has content from ancient content from 2023. Whoa, my worms. And here's logs a month before anything about CPS where I said, yeah, that channel fucking blows dick anyways. It's got too much negative attention. It doesn't get promoted at all. We're good. Let's just take it out. Let's just take it out to pasture. That's it. We've got a crazy day ahead of us. Also, disabled people, at least the ones I know, usually like being the butt of the occasional joke because it makes them feel like they're a part of the group and that we thought they're tough enough to be able to take a joke. Yeah. Well, that's why I thought, like, hope you guys agree with me. I thought this was really funny. I thought this tweet was really funny. Not the original tweet, obviously. The quote tweet I thought was pretty funny. I don't remember her name, but I know this woman, the one in this video, she does like food reviews or something, and she gets like misgendered a lot. And she just happens to be recording because she's in the restaurant doing food reviews, and she put together a compilation or something of like all the times that she's gotten misgendered and like how the different treatments have been and how some people get mad and some people are polite and whatever. And obviously the person making the original tweet is a piece of shit, and I hope they step on 600 Legos every single day for the rest of their life. But I think this is a funny joke. Sailor, I'd like to here, I'll play the video. It's the video. Dems is streaming. A little yumper. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you. The video is just of this woman who is showing, oh my God, this music is so annoying. How her face looked before, during, and after facial feminization surgery. But it's the quote tweet that's really funny. I'd like to sail this direction, but how am I to know? Rocks lurk beneath the waves, waiting to tear holes in my dearest ship. The benevolent light. That's a good tweet. The quote tweet is so good. Because obviously it's not making fun of her for being trans. It's not making fun of like, not another fucking pronoun joke. It's just the fact that like there's something very distracting about like someone doing this. And it's very Lighthouse to be like, the feel when time delay on my sprinkler system activates. Yeah. I mean, again, the joke is like, are you punching down or are you just like having light fun about how someone presented their video? Like this woman being trans has nothing to do with this joke. This could have been a cis woman doing a video compilation of like getting any type of surgery or getting any type of changes to her face or whatever, right? Oh my God. It was so good. All right, moving on. We had a wonderful stream about me. I guess, have you talked about Trump possibly recognizing Palestine? I mean, I don't think that will ever happen, considering that he is, like the U.S. is too close of an ally to Israel. It's just posturing. But yeah, I don't believe that for a second. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll be proven to be wrong, but I don't believe that for a second. I guess Ethan Klein heard about me making fun of the fact that he has to Photoshop me. And so he was like, okay, fine, I won't Photoshop you this time. So instead he just included 2 photos of me mugging him. But okay, sure. Interesting strategy for the thumbnail. Let's watch the video, shall we?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the H3 show. Right, we're back. It is the 9th of May. It is the year of 2025, and we are here. It is Friday. I've been trying to have a fun show for about, I don't know, 2 or 3 months now. I go, no more drama, guys. Unless something cataclysmic happens, I'm not going to talk about it. We're only going to do a fun episode.
This is not what podcasts are.
And thankfully, it's been smooth sailing.
Oh, yeah. Somehow these dipshits always manage to deliver. But thank you to my hair.
I like the idea of saying, I've been trying to have months of no drama. And like, it's just not true. Every single time he says that, he makes like a video. And like most of the time, no one's even doing anything. It's just he's deciding to do it. Oh, man. Why are there so many people for this one show? How many paid friends does he need? How many paid friends to say absolutely nothing during the show does he need? Tokyo, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you.
Prestige for sponsoring us.
Thank you.
And Teddy Fresh, of course. Hila's here. Always lovely to see you, Hila. Friday. Spot baby, yeah, woo. You want anything you want to plug here, or we're just quickly moving along?
Yeah, This is part one of the May.
Sorry, really quickly.
Denims is streaming.
Did you see the Asmon TV video about how your lawsuit is being debunked by your own Twitch chats go up astronomically since the start of the CPS stuff, ? I can tell you didn't read and you don't know how to read, because if you could read, you would know that defamation per se doesn't require financial damages. Defamation per se is defamation that is so bad that you don't need to prove damages, and the court assumes that the damage to your character is enough. But I get it. You didn't read, and then you got lied to by an editor that has too much time on his hand. Google is free, dude. Just literally Google.
Collection. There is part 2 still coming out soon, very soon.
Stand back and stand by.
Yeah, but yeah, check it out. Check it out. Thank you.
What?
I said go.
Go! So, the fun parts. Today we are doing the Met Gala, which is why everybody's dressed up. I'm just dressed up because this is how I dress now.
Oh, right. Just like coincidence.
Eli, you didn't compliment me this morning.
I do. I love it.
You didn't. I'm just saying you didn't compliment me.
I'm sorry. I thought I did. We were rushing, but I love it. I think it looks really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like that we were rushing, but also he had enough time to post this on his Instagram story. I can't get over how his hands are like daintier and cuter and softer than mine. Like how? Like what is your moisture? Like what moisturizer do you use? What hand cream do you use? Like how are they so dainty? Oh my God. What lotion are you using?
I'm getting more suits and shirts. These ones are nice.
Yeah.
This is Hermes.
Oh, you didn't take the tag?
Hermes.
Imagine buying a Hermes suit jacket and not taking the tag off.
Oh.
Hermes.
Oh my God, so embarrassing. I didn't even know they made suit jackets.
Hermes.
I'm getting it all in the real
My homie Hermie.
hand.
Yes.
Because this shit is so expensive. I don't care to buy it. No.
Yeah.
That suit is all right. I'm trying to get into the game too a little
No,
bit.
you look good, bro.
Thanks,
Trust
Doc.
me. You're
the
straight
headgear.
mogging me, bro.
Well, I can say it wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap.
CPRA-DSAXASDNM heart.
It's pronounced Hermes. I'm sorry. On principle, most luxury brands piss me off, so I refuse to pronounce them correctly.
A company card, of course, but
Of course.
Always.
yeah.
Of course.
I've just been living off the company card for the last, 3-4 years.
Oh, I'm so glad. We have something in
Really?
common.
I gotta start looking at those charges.
Nah.
No, don't. Please don't.
Of course,
Don't worry.
nobody look at my wrist, which tastefully and elegantly and subtly peeking out of the suit.
That is the D1 watch.
Oh,
I know
Hila,
you have
not
some
you two.
confusions about
Oh,
which
boy.
is the one.
What are you doing, Hila?
This is the one.
I got my eyes on some other ones, but we'll work on those.
They
like,
might
over
be
the
like a subcategory of the one, but this is the title of the one.
This is
Tag still on, recession indicator.
the one.
Yeah.
This is the one. But I'm actually totally. I feel like I got it out of my system. I'm not jonesing to buy watches.
Nice.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, I'm done. I haven't bought a watch in like a month.
Why does he need to tell the time? He hardly leaves his house. Well, he has to know whether or not he's posted enough Instagram stories about his son yet. Wait, no, don't ban him. Wait, he was typing? This guy came back. I guess he went ahead and spent the past 4 minutes Googling defamation per se. Not to be trying to be too annoying or anything, but I'm also confused how you potentially being involved in the CPS stuff could be defamatory to you, especially if there were credible claims to kids being unsafe. I'd own that shit even if I didn't do it, if I thought it was a potentially good thing. Well, again, if you just read the letter I sent him, it's only 2 pages. It's not long. I feel like everybody who's been to public schools had to read like thousands of pages of text. It's really short. It doesn't take that much time. He is claiming that I participated in encouraging people to call CPS, which is not true. And more importantly, he accused me of committing a crime, which is encouraging people to call CPS based on false claims, which is also not true. He's accusing me of a crime, which is why it's defamation per se. But like, I don't know how to tell you this, man. Like the Asmongold Clips channel is like the bottom of the barrel. The recent video was not. We'll watch it afterward. It was bad. There was also some. He used my video that had the timer, and there were some timer mishaps in that video. God, the timer was such a good idea. It's kind of annoying that I have to put the timer on from now on forever. But God, it was bad. It was like. I think in the entire 3 minutes, it's like the editor speaks for 90% of it. And then Asmongold says like 1 sentence or less. I think he says 3 words or something. It's bad. It's 2 out of 10. The other hit pieces were a little bit better. That one was a 2 out of 10.
Nice.
It's
A whole
practically
month, huh?
forever.
30 days?
Well, there was, yeah. I went through like a manic watch by.
You don't say. I didn't notice.
Well, Hila pointed out that I never bought myself anything for like what? Basically since we've
Forever.
been successful.
Since I've known you, this is the first like materialistic thing that I've ever seen you interested in, to be honest.
Thank you.
Where are all those cars?
Son is crying right now because I'm the true socialist. I'm the true salt of the earth.
Right.
But
Wrong. I'm the true salt of the earth, owning only one shirt. Okay?
Because you're Jewish.
I got too excited about buying stuff, but I'm chill now. So what are we doing fun today? We are reviewing the...
See, guys, I'm telling you, okay? Some people they are savable. Some of these people, they just literally don't know that every single video about me is spliced up clips made to sell a narrative, and that lying is OP, and that's why a lot of people do it. All right? And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to show you that, like, I get it, enjoy your entertainment, but, like, enjoy it the way that people enjoy Alex Jones. You watch Alex Jones for the memes. You don't watch him as, like, a source of actual news, which is fine. Watch it. Watch stuff for entertainment. That's fine. But no, I don't know if I can trust anything that's in here.
Lord of the Rings
Lord
Part
of the
2.
Rings Part 2.
Yes, we are.
Olivia is leading the charge.
Yes, I took so many notes.
Like the Fellowship defending Helm's Deep. Charging out on horses, the final ride.
At dawn on
At
the
dawn.
5th day.
Yep.
To Gandor. No, to
Gondor.
Mordor.
No.
No,
Oh, no.
You had it right the first time.
to
Button that.
Gandor
Mordor's the bad place.
and beyond.
Gondor's the human
Gondor.
place.
Gondor and beyond.
There's that, and then there's also the Met Gala, and then
Listen, Olivia, when you find an opportunity to leave H3, we will support you. All right? Just in the same way that every other person that's left H3, just put it behind you, move on. I'm working here now. We know.
Ah.
drama watch, if we can even call it that at this point. You want me to? Is this new? You want me to thank Code Moss, Dan? Did we forget that?
Oh, that might have just been left over from
Yeah, that seems.
last episode. My bad, my bad.
All right. Well, let's take a look here. So, Denims, you guys know, is this moron.
He always says my names like that. He says it the same way Hila said it. Dimes is streaming. Dimes. They always say it in the same pitch, the same tone every time. It's like, it's kind of iconic now. They got to keep going.
Send that pic. Can you send the close up of her face where she looks terrifying?
Oh, yeah, it's
Like
going to
you
be
said.
Mother's Day this weekend, so happy Mother's
we
Day.
have a really fun weekend planned with the
Yeah.
family. We're gonna swim. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be nice and warm.
Barbecue.
We're having the boys are having their friends
Sleepover.
having a sleepover on Saturday.
Oh, that's fun.
Is it their first?
Their second,
This
and
is the
actually,
second.
what's really nice is that my best bud, basically, that I've been friends with forever since.
You think Ethan Klein has to like prepare a gift for Hila and also for the tattoo of Hila? Think like he makes like a tiny little cake and like feeds it to her. Happy Mother's Day, honey. See, I love you so much. I love both of you.
It's college. He has 2 girls, and they
He's
are
called
like best friends with Teddy and Bruce.
Oh,
So they all kind of, it's really nice. We all
Yeah.
get to hang out. This
We
is-
all get to hang out. We get to have our friend. They get to have their
Like
Yeah,
a big
it's
friend
nice.
group.
It's fun. Really
Yeah,
fun.
then when they ask for our attention, we go, no, you guys misunderstand.
The Freudian slip talking about Denims and then remembering Mother's Day. Oh, stop.
You entertain each other. That's why we're doing
That's
this.
the point.
You talk amongst yourselves. This is Denims, in case you were wondering. It is not Halloween. That is. Oh, what did he say? The guy. I'm sorry. I'm hearing that's his real face.
Sorry, what?
Oh, about you.
Yeah, about.
Oh, I'm being told that's his actual face.
I'm
so
not
sorry.
saying that about her.
Oh, from the streamies.
The
Like 2 years ago?
Yes, the streamies.
Eric.
She said someone
Oh
tell
my
Ethan
God, you
Klein to
guys
put
have
the
good
mask on.
memory.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
wait.
the ugliest.
He's
dude in
just
the
that
world.
ugly.
I wouldn't say
He
that
did-
about her. I just think she opened her eyes too wide or something. You know what I mean? Doing a little like a Kubrick.
I have the same problem.
You understand.
Yeah. You know the
You don't
struggle.
look like this though. Just to be clear.
I've looked worse.
It's kind of giving the people that call Ella Purnell like a frog or whatever. Who? The woman from, well, she's in Yellow Jackets, but she's also in Fallout, one of the leads from Fallout. And like people tried to make fun of her and be like, she looks like a fucking freakish frog. And as you can imagine, that's why in most of her photos, like what are they called? Not candids. What's it called when you get like casting photos done? Like official face shots or whatever? I don't know what it's called, but headshots. That's why in all of her headshots, she looks like really like blasé. Because otherwise, if she opened her eyes, they would be magnificent. Yeah, I don't know what to say. That's just what my eyes look like.
The glasses.
Yeah, the glasses. You look good today.
Thank you.
Looking
So
fly.
anyway, so this is Denims, you guys, and she's the person who I hold most responsible.
Very zoomed in.
I can zoom in more, actually. Hold on.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we've had
Yeah,
enough.
go ahead. What?
She's the person I hold most responsible for the CPS call. As I guys showed you the timeline, 3 days before CPS was called, she was reacting to.
Guys, it's kind of giving, dude, Ethan's such a woman at heart. This is why Ethan has a majority woman audience, right? It's because he engages in he likes the mean girl behavior. He is a woman. He's got feminine energy. He's got big feminine energy internally. That's why he likes to do this, right? Because why else, right? I don't.
Bad Empanada's insane.
Video about it. Was it a video? It was.
Insane manic rant about my kids. Yeah, eating duties. I think it was 3 days, Dan. Pretty sure it was 3 days.
Okay, I don't know enough. Why do they keep doing the ban Emma Panda bit? I don't understand why they keep. Oh, Keemstar said it. It's not a good insult. It's just not a good insult. It's like when they call me pants. It's like, what? Okay.
Oh, was it 2 days? It was 2 or 3 days, whatever, before the call came in. And her chat was full of stuff like call CPS, get CPS. And so, instead of apologizing,
Stars reclaimed the lead.
right, to her victim,
Team deathmatch. Eliminate all threats. Hostile UAV established overhead.
To sue your victim instead of apologizing.
We're winning.
She is
Keep
a
it that
terrible
way.
person. She's a vile person. She's a
Such a fucking victim. Shut the fuck up.
Engaging
So she's trying to crowdfund money to sue me, and
I'm such a talentless vile hack.
anyone cares about you. I don't think you have nearly enough. And frankly, Ella, you look beautiful. Where are you? You look beautiful.
Yeah, how's your week going?
I mean, it's fine. Honestly, it's fine. Honestly, it's totally fine. I'm not even mad. How's your week going?
That's good. I'm feeling better. My dad's getting more.
That's not
true. Everything's a little
really
on
love
his
that
own, just gotta watch him and
Good.
You're so.
Coughing into a microphone. That's ableism. Sorry. My bad. I forgot. Saying that someone should cough away from the microphone is ableism.
Yeah.
Good for you. And you guys went back home?
We went back to the house.
When did you guys move back from the hospital?
I was like last week.
Okay.
God, even the gay fucking segments are getting boring. It's like, so what'd you do this week? Oh, I went to, the store and cool. Well, thanks, Gabe. Fuck yeah, fuck baby. God, H3 is cooked.
Okay. Well, is it nice being with your family? I mean, nice.
But it's just use my advantage while I'm here,
Are you the older brother or middle?
I'm the older brother,
You're the
yes.
oldest? How old are your brothers?
One is
Oh my God, H3 is so boring.
and the other's 30.
It's so boring.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're adults already. We're like old children.
Everybody's old. Fuck.
I don't know. I don't know who Gabe is. I don't know why they bring him on. I don't know. But we're just gonna skip this. Almost.
Given up the lead.
Can I be honest? Anissa posted this, and if my friend posted a photo like
Claim the advantage. Now hold it.
I would just be like, this person's not my friend. That's what I would think. Because she just...
Inbound.
pack has been destroyed. Crash cut and fucking horror sounds. And I'm not even saying she looks like that. I'm just saying this is a bad.
Live chat replay is not available for this video. Fucking coward, dude. Fucking coward. Let me just tell you guys, the chat was saying something different. All right? The chat was saying something different.
She's a beautiful girl.
Sure.
LOL. I don't understand why you people lie so much. It's your brain that causes you to lie so much. I just don't get it. Here, I like literally, I'm not gonna lie, I was enjoying some watching this show. It was very entertaining. I was very value team. I took a screenshot of these because I thought it was fucking hilarious. Payback. She's pretty, TBH. Wish she was a good person too. I used to think she was cute, but after knowing her character, I can't look at her the same way. She's pretty, but you could tell she's fooling. Ever. That was like one oh my god. Also, they have this weird fantasy.
Watchdog Kilo incoming on your location.
All female friendships are like one disagreement away from like a crash out or something. And so there's a bunch of people fantasizing about like, you don't understand. They're posting all these photos. I bet they're gonna start shadow tweeting. Start tweeting each other in a couple months. It's like, what? I bet she didn't even show her the photo. Female friendships? This is not how that happens. I'm sorry, it is girl photos of yourself with someone else.
Really? And I'm not even saying she looks like that. I'm just saying this is a bad photo.
She's a beautiful girl.
Sure.
And then I wanted to, which I know this is so weird.
She's always
We got a sniper. She tried to say this shit about me.
wearing the same type of shirt, and it seems like I just wish her the best, and I think and but like obviously this you know it's a little freaky.
Honestly, I think that like doing something unflattering instead of being flattering.
Well, that's good advice potentially.
I think a lot of people
Falling behind, Christian.
I've seen that like the trend is
Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
no, well it's a
You know.
Tall Skeleton just gave me a banger. You remember her from Clockwork Orange? She can't blink, man. This is what Denims want as I'm. She's gonna want to look away, but she can't.
Eyes of Christ. There must be something, some innate quality I don't know of about me that like
Enemies have
breaks
destroyed your
the
assault
psyche
pack.
in some way that's like, that causes this behavior.
Anywho,
Base requesting LDPR.
she's trying to crowdfund it, which I think is really funny.
Learned your fucking lesson yet?
That we responded. I didn't want to respond, but we decided to just send like a
You didn't want to respond, but AOL loading noise.
Your assault pack has been destroyed.
You have big, beautiful.
I feel very insulted, and I'm offended, and yeah, it's disgusting. Everyone knows famously,
because I didn't even want to waste any time. My lawyer said like I have much bigger fish to fry, and let's go. She's
I
a
can't
coward.
believe we're at the point of stupid, sexy denims.
Taking fire!
High school me, man, she could never expect this world. Ugly duckling high school me, she could have never imagined the universe we'd be in.
She's a loser. and she's not going to sue me. If she sues me, I'd be.
Speaking of which, this selection of photos, look at the picture she chose
Yeah,
for you.
she doesn't get to be.
I like how this is average. He's made his thumbnail of me. Like, he's photoshopped multiple thumbnails of me to try and make me look as unflattering as possible.
MTC's nearly dry. Get serious, Crimson.
And him getting so mad that he's like, "Arr!" And he's like, this is obviously ableism. The fact that I got so mad when I and that you used a screenshot of me being really mad talking about you, that's ableism.
Like,
Oh my god.
The evil Jew? Is that what she's trying to say? No, I don't think so. It's probably,
Because you're Jewish.
it's probably a stretch. But anyway, she did a big push. She asked for 150,000, and this dumbass nobody gives a fuck about. Then he raised 21%.
He's so easy to quit.
Little does he know, didn't she end up raising like 200,000?
Just said like a week ago. But thank you for the advertising experience. I don't. Wait, let me find it. Where is it? It's this one.
Mission goals are green. Dispatching teams and lost survivors.
Oh, hell yeah! That's how it's done.
Doesn't bring.
Effective services.
No, not that. I can't find it. It doesn't matter. Didn't he literally crowdfund when he had free use lawsuit years ago, but now it's unthinkable? He literally raised 150K for his lawsuit against Matt Haas and took months to raise that money. Wait, can I get a fact check for this? I didn't even know. Raises more than $145,000 to fight Matt Haas copyright lawsuit. Guys, you don't get it. When Ethan Klein raises money for a lawsuit, it's based. And when it's anti-Semitic. Every day I shit about Ethan Klein and I'm in awe. His response will be that he was being sued, not doing the suing. Oh, that makes it totally different. When one person is trying to exert their force over you because they have a larger audience and they have more money than you, if you try and defend yourself in a court of law, it's only okay if you're the defendant. Functionally, it's the same. Functionally, you are defending yourself against a larger creator who's trying to abuse their wealth to take advantage of you, right? Like, huh? Doesn't make any sense. Also, he's suing random people on Reddit. It's so crazy to me to talk about frivolous lawsuits when you are currently trying to sue Noah Samson for matters of opinion. Anywho.
Dumbass moron loser who nobody gives a fuck about. Then he raised 21%, $30,000. That is not even close enough to sue me. I wish you all the best. And by the way, when she doesn't sue me, I hope that...
I like the nobody cares about you. And it says on the screen right there, 1.1K donations, that over 1,000 people have donated. It says it right there on the screen. Nobody cares that there was $30,000 raised in one day. Thank you for the advertising, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend, man. You are my best friend.
All you suckers that donated to this, ask where's your money. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I was gonna ask you.
Accuse me of committing more crimes. Yes. Accuse me of building a slush fund. Yes. Surely this will help you. Surely this will help you.
So first of all, she gave us
Domination.
Which means, yeah.
Capture the objective.
She gave us a
Securing Zone A.
Means nothing. And then when they issued a statement to Noah Samson,
Alpha secure. We've taken the lead. Stay on task.
Getting captured. Hold them back.
now. What
collecting money for?
Shot good.
I don't have the money to fight? What the? I don't understand what this question is. This is like...
Bravo zone secure.
I don't understand.
Hostile.
Toddler core.
Securing Charlie.
If she doesn't, she'll... Here, I'll read it here. Ethan lied about me supporting CPS coming to his home. If he doesn't retract, this GoFundMe is for legal fees to hold him responsible for his life. Imagine suing your victim.
Get a UAV on grid.
The crime. By By the way, chat, we lost the anti-sleep, the anti-slap appeal against Kavanaugh. It's because there was just so many pieces of evidence of
Enemy taken
you guys
down.
should look at the Kavanaugh suit. Even just like skim through
Locking
it,
down
it's
Charlie.
There's just this
Friendly.
long list of every single and it's brutal. Because
Hostile
you can
RTXD
just
in your
what he's
AO.
doing right now. Seeing him one just made me donate 25. And he
Taking
keeps trying to,
C.
frame it as like, I'm raising this money to trick you guys into thinking I'm doing it for Palestine.
Eyes on enemy.
Securing C.
Losing Bravo.
Enemy using trophy.
Actively silenced and tried to
All locations secured. Hold your positions.
but that's just a factor in the same way that saying the ADL got frozen banned is just a factor.
Losing A.
Statement. Like those are just. It's not.
They're taking C. Locked A.
Anyways,
By the way, you guys want to know something really funny?
Losing B.
This guy is such a... Here goes Ethan, Sue.
Eyes on it.
Preemptively,
Taking
by the
Alpha.
way. I have not
Bravo
made
lost.
any legal claims against her. And he supports that.
she's suing.
Requesting recon above.
Isn't that not
Taking A.
sue somebody else? You're doing it.
Remember who filed the first shot, and then let's just take it from there. Ethan was I like this timeline. I'm liking the timeline.
Securing Alpha.
Blah, blah, blah.
Locking down Bravo. Zone Alpha captured.
Getting captured. Hold them back.
We're losing Alpha. All objectives locked down. Hold the enemy back.
It will be fun. Well, I'm not retracting. I promise you, with all my heart, that
Locked C.
You are wrong if you
Losing
file first,
Bravo.
and I'm right if I file first.
that's not happening.
Adder requesting Watchdog Helo on my grid. Get a UAV on grid.
Yes.
Losing A.
Doesn't sue me, guys. Keep an eye on this one. We know how to this guy here. The Ethan Industrial Complex is Mesquite, of course, to just be able to talk about her and then
Archangel going on.
Enemy deleted.
Taking C.
Also smart enough to scheme and trick him into covering me.
Losing
Getting
B.
captured. Hold them back.
From the very
Securing C.
a bunch of fucking people are actually donating and saying free Palestine. Like, what? How deluded have we gotten now? Where the snark hole has gotten so far, people think that donating to denims to sue me is supporting.
Locking down
Palestine.
Charlie.
Him and Eli always say my name.
All locations locked down.
Incoming
Dig in and
shot!
Keeping all the money from their own fundraiser, so that was a very funny thing. When
We're
he said,
losing
"Keep an eye
Charlie."
on where the money goes. We know what happens with these things.
Guilty conscience?
We're losing Alpha.
I wouldn't accuse you of crimes. Is that
They're
plenty?
taking C.
I don't think that there's anyone that's
Got one.
that.
Can someone please ask me what the snark hole is?
I don't know. The snark hole. I don't think anyone thinks that the money is Palestine. They mean that actively use your platform.
We're
to shit
losing
on as many
Charlie.
pro-Palestinian
Losing
creators
A.
as you can. Which I mean, I guess if you have no
Lost Charlie. We're losing Alpha. Losing Bravo. We've lost Alpha.
the same vitriol that
Taking
impacts
Alpha.
us on,
All zones lost. Zone A secure. Hostile UAV established overhead. Zone C secure.
for the people who like.
They're taking C. Securing B.
Child dies from like large creators.
Lost C.
He doesn't ever use a platform to talk about any of those people.
Requesting recon above. Enemy RTXD detected. Bravo is ours.
Guys, this Denham's honor for this valiant the chief architect of the war and what's happening there.
Destination marked.
I saw something like that. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Securing Charlie.
Words of support from AB and Lena's dog.
Losing A.
Criticized Asma. Discussed the remarks, the culture thing that he said.
Losing B.
I mean, that's why I specifically said.
Securing C.
Like, I remember the last nice thing that he said about Hassan. In the
Location secure. Maintain current posture.
chat that was pinned that said.
We're losing Charlie.
Tourette's and ticks on stream.
They're taking C.
I can play it for you all. Like, this is not. It doesn't give the same pressure.
Dark Angel, going on!
Like Hassan, like me, like Frogan, anyone who's pro-Palestinian, he gives us so much heat.
We're losing Alpha.
Not that. Either pro-Israel or centrist. He's like, oh, you said this. I didn't know anything bad about them, but they weren't just nice. It's like,
Losing A.
With the picture of the dog. Palestine. Why are you?
Get a UAV on grid.
We're losing Charlie.
Get out, frag!
All units prepare for exfil. This one's on.
Oh, hell yeah! That's how it's done!
The money to like.
deeply weird. He just spent like 20 minutes trying to insult how my face looked and tried to.
CRF or something.
Like anything but this.
How the fuck is giving like a pathetic waiting room begging shit tier Twitch streamer $25 to sue me helping?
It's like he keeps talking about me negatively to try and convince himself of it. Her stream sucks. It's so bad. Everyone hates it. Nobody likes her. She sucks so bad. I hate her and so does everybody else and nobody likes her. It's like, this is not like Bloody Mary where you can just keep saying it and eventually she'll appear, dude. Like, what?
Free Gaza. Like, I'm actually having an aneurysm.
And naming it AB and Lena's dog?
First of all, wait, where did the terrorist dog come from?
This is so just to show that everyone loves us. This is the other side of the aisle.
Terrorist supporter.
Yeah, the dog's a terrorist supporter.
That's okay. You've gone too far. Okay, say what you will about the crew. Say what you will about me. You
cannot talk about Rocky that way.
I don't know. I asked Rocky if he can.
This is pretty funny. This has the same vibe as like the homophobic dog.
Them's Hamas.
You're
He didn't
saying-
answer.
He didn't answer? Oh no.
That's concerning.
Soon enough, you're gonna have to. I mean, even that comment is becoming now confusing because is it like, am I the terrorist they're talking about, or is it Hamas?
Yeah.
It's
Right.
hard to keep track, isn't it?
Condemn your boss too.
Right.
Well, Hassan says you're.
You know, these are the people that constantly say, you know, you can condemn rape and condemn Hamas. You know that you can stand with Palestine while condemning Hamas. You know, we can think that the IDF functions as a terrorist organization and also think that Hamas is a terrorist organization. We can think both of these things. We can think that the IDF has done terrorist actions and that Hamas has done terrorist actions. Mind you, if you mentioned what his buddy Epstein's community did with Hassan's dog on Reddit, that won't be worse. Wait, how dare you? He doesn't even know who Epstein is. He's never even spoken about Epstein ever. He literally doesn't even know anything about Epstein ever. He just talks with Epstein's best friend.
My terror acts that I do at night.
Because you're Jewish. Yeah, people could be more specific with their criticism.
Yeah, please
which
say
terrorist?
which
Team
terrorist
deathmatch.
organization.
You want to clear your name? This is where it happens.
IOF. Current. You.
But free Palestine, guys. That's what we're doing. So I wish you all the best in crowdfunding, Denims. And obviously, I don't know if you think this is a success or something, but I just hope you.
I care about you, Denims.
I need it. You just broke 35K? Are you serious? Oh my god. Nobody cares, dude. Nobody cares that Ethan Khan is a fucking bully.
sorry. This is my first time doing warfare.
Established overhead.
You know, nobody cares. Nobody's coming to help you.
This is just this.
How exactly am I supposed to get through to a person and convince her wrong when she's literally disproving herself on her own stream and then ignoring what just came out of her mouth 5 seconds ago?
Nobody cares about you, and the text is right there in front of you. How do you reach something like this?
Retweeting on Twitter, Hassan.
It gives such bitter acts. Hassan, he's not going to support you. He would never support you. Do you think it makes him mad that Hassan hasn't get support from the community on my own? Because he can't say, well, this only Hassan boosted you. Like, sorry, when I say on my own, I don't mean like
Enemy UAV.
I'm not saying this is like my money in this account that I'm donating to myself. I mean, on my own as in I was one of the only people that promoted this. I think Mike is promoting you guys obviously are the people, it's the community of people that are tired of fucking Klein bullying and harassing literally everybody in his fucking path.
The thing is, you guys all
It's giving X.
Based on what?
Oh, Gremlo also promoted it. You're right. No. I'm gonna do it on my own. Gremlo also
honestly, even he's smart enough to do this.
Hostile RCXD in your AO.
You just crowdfund $100 for charity. That's great. You love that. Then you just want to do it for charity. It's too easy. People die fucking.
Because it was irresponsible. And I still can't take responsibility for my actions. Like, grow up.
What?
I'm just like pure projection from these two people, from the female host and the male host, dude. It's so much. You can't take any accountability or responsibility. Grow up. Oh.
So and now you're making people donate to your dumb fund?
I'm making them donate to my dumb fund. Because you were being dumb. Because they're being
Hey, someone should make a movie about this. Or even better, someone should make a video game about this. Oh! Wait. Never mind.
And she says the things that she says. So I don't need to.
What a disgusting fucking freak, dude. Does it get more violent?
I've heard of the war on comedy, but this is ridiculous. Hostile fighter.
50 gifts? I'll say this. Now, Denims, of course, being a disgusting human being, didn't retract my home address. Of course,
I'm shouting at a sniper!
Are you sure? Before you give me the benefit of the doubt on anything.
I seem to recall seeing that. It's not a benefit of the doubt thing.
Well, remember, we gave them the benefit of the doubt on the sword, and then, you know.
All right.
Wait, I need it.
Holy shit, I watched
Yeah, I guess. I seem
a truly incredible 10 out of 10.
Just this caption is crazy.
I'm shouting at a sniper!
I think it's missing.
Using lethal.
I recall seeing that.
Well, remember, we gave them the benefit of the doubt on the sword, and then...
And I'm the dumb.
Enemy marksman shooting.
Oh my god. This is like Kruger in effect. This is like peak. Oh, Jesus. Sorry. It is missing one thing. It's missing one thing.
I guess. It's not a benefit of the doubt thing.
Well, remember, we gave them the benefit of the doubt on the sword, and then,
this up.
No, I didn't time it correctly. Sorry. There we go. All right, close enough. Oh, God. Guys, look.
Push through!
These communications have caused severe and sustained emotional distress to my client. Thank you for this. Thank you. You were actually unwell. You were actually an unwell person.
Let me check.
Enemy RCXD detected.
You know what, guys? We're gonna be nice to this chat. We're gonna be nice. Everyone behave. Everyone.
Hostile scout pulse in your AO.
This is a weird career pivot for me.
You made spirits about CPS to happen in your chat. You just haven't seen the text. And you just don't know. And you don't know that Ethan knows. Have I denounced it?
Hey, incoming lethal! Yeah, watch it!
Might actually be listening. Oh, I didn't.
Okay, this is kind of fun. I can do battle. I hope I don't die. That would be...
I think there's some level of negligence happening here. That's a really fun.
Happening here, and I think you're responsible. Nobody's seen They left. The kryptonite to every H2 any factual statements. Women like this will be single and evil, classless angels.
You thought this was over?
Here we go.
Oh my God.
Oh, I feel like I could vibe out a bear.
This is my most unreasonable position. Catch me in the wild, me and a bear. Bear sees me, notices my vibes, and is like, oh, chill. Like he just like purges, sits down next to me, we eat together. You know what I mean? We hang out, we dab it up.
Nope. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
What the fuck's going on out there? Tighten up your Joseph spine.
Push through!
Hostile UAV established overhead. Hostile RCXD in your AO.
Are you sure? Double check that. The letter itself.
Ow! Are you trying to shoot me? Yes, you are.
I don't believe in bad luck. Just bad aim.
I'm here to answer the calls of duties. Call of duties? The calls of duties?
And then what?
I would probably choose CPS. I guess if I give them the benefit of the doubt, you know.
Hey, incoming lethal!
Heads up, thermo!
Why would I send a redacted version to you? You already know your address. What? Of course I'm not sending you the redacted version. The redacted version is for the internet. Like, of course I'm going to send you the non-redacted version. Like, I don't... But he, like, convinced himself. He's so mad that he convinced himself that I published the non-redacted version because I sent him the non-redacted version. Would a redacted version even be legally admissible? No, it's just when you're sending it to a person, you're not going to... You can't dox someone's address to them. It's not like I can send a letter to you at your house and then I should like that doesn't. You know where you live. It's redacted for the internet because you know that would be considered doxing.
To include the retracted one,
Right.
but
I thought this was her version,
in
but
fact,
anyway.
can you just link that? Yeah. Here, we're sending you the redacted one right now.
Okay.
There you go. No, she didn't dox anything. Stop saying that. We're not saying that she doxed anybody.
No, my address is public. I don't even give a fuck. Everybody
It's
knows
not
where I live.
public. Stop saying that.
It's true.
It is
I hate to say it, but it is fucking true.
Yeah, if you're a creep, but
Yeah,
it's not
know.
like on Google easily. I just stop.
Listen, I wish it weren't so, okay?
Okay.
These people have been fucking with me for a long enough time, okay?
Who are these people? Huh?
It's not hard.
It's fine. I'm not trying to like publicize it even more.
Yeah, sure, fair enough. So anyway, she retracts. So she
and like, yeah, he's a large enough creator that I can't imagine. I mean, most large creators, it's kind of hard to keep anonymity, especially if you own a home. I mean, Hassan's address is publicly available, right? In the same way that Ethan's address is publicly available, but you shouldn't publicize either because you're encouraging a particular type of behavior and you're making the information more easily accessible to people. In the same way that like someone who's posting Hassan's address on the internet, yeah, can you find it? Yeah, of course. Doesn't mean you should do it. Doesn't mean you should encourage it and like make it even more public. The same thing with their address. It's like, I'm sure that like their address is available. I'm not going to fucking engage with that. I'm not going to publicize it more. I don't care how publicized it is already. I'm not adding on to that. That's weird.
Redacted, retracted, whatever, this stuff here. Demand for public retraction of false publication. Dear Mr. Klein, our law firm is a legal counsel to social media commentator and content creator Denims. By the way, they don't even use her name, which I think is like so cringy and ridiculous. Apparently her name
so cringe.
Name is like a secret. I don't know. I mean, obviously we have her full name, but we redacted it.
But don't you have to in the legal document?
Well, this isn't an actual legal document. Yes, she would have to disclose her name. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
But anyway, whatever. It has.
You don't. First of all, the reason to not use my name is because nobody knows me by my name. Because my name isn't public. Everyone just knows me by Denims. Second, low key, kind of threatening. I'm gonna be honest. Genuinely, I felt like that was a threat. Low key. When I was watching, I was like, whoa. I got a little threatened on that one. In the same way that any creator online would get threatened by someone saying, I know all this information. It's like, but okay. Sure, make me feel unsafe. This is definitely not exactly what the suit is alleging. It's not like the lawsuit is alleging that your behavior has caused severe sustained emotional distress, including threatening communications from the public. Okay.
But isn't that funny? Denims? It's like, I'm sorry, who? The jeans?
It would literally be more who Omega lol if I used my name, because nobody knows me by my name and everybody knows me by Denims. It doesn't,
Suing me? What denim? It has come to our attention that in response to an apparent CPS visit to your home in or around March 25, you published numerous false statements on your YouTube channel. Oh, really? Which reached millions of viewers and listeners. Thank you for saying that. Thanks for noticing.
Bridge?
You know what? It's more about, I think it's more her lawyer that that I think is dope.
Yeah, true.
Stating either that Denims herself filed the CPS report, never said that, morons, idiots, losers, pathetic, liars.
Which is not true. It's literally in this fucking document.
Kill confirmed.
And it says she
Let him have it, Black Ops.
Saying I did it. Oh, except you keep scrolling and it says she is directly linked. She's directly responsible. This doesn't even include everything. She did CPS. Oh, it says it here. This is like one of the most defamatory statements. He skips over it, which I don't want to spoil it too much, but quote, doing what she did, being like, oh, let's call CPS. He's an abuser. He calls we need to call CPS, which I have never said, and there is not a single clip of me saying, quote, we need to call CPS. That is
I will be talking about this on my podcast. There's an enemy shooter!
So, among other things,
Smoke before entering heavy combat, but oh well.
She is participating in the lie.
Denims endorsed this clearly, as you can see. She's not
using lethal.
Pretty much 100% of the comments saying call CPS on them. Their kids.
Enemy UAV inbound.
This is actually pathetically moronic that you think this is. I can't believe
This is pathetically moronic. No comment, nothing to say. Just this is moronic. Saying that I endorse it, that's not defamatory. Okay. So if I said you endorse, hypothetically, if I said you endorse X sexual crime because someone in your chat said something about rape. That wouldn't be defamatory. I'm sure.
The lawyer even agrees to write this, frankly.
That's not an argument.
This is the best they've got.
Keep scrolling.
March 11, you repeatedly insinuated that was responsible for CPS call, labeling her the real villain of the video. Yes.
Okay.
I said she's the real villain of the video. I didn't say that she made.
Yeah, watch it.
Semtex out.
Hopefully the button didn't even work.
Are you on shrooms? Hey,
she said you repeatedly insinuated that.
There was from all the women that were there, and there was a lot of the men that were there. I wonder if it's on the Spotify or on the Apple Podcast. I want to find there were some that moved out.
Alpha, Tango, battle words.
Audio version, it's that someone has to manually scrub Apple Podcast or whatever. Anyways, maybe I'll check the audio version later.
Oh, I see you. Hey, incoming link. This was not in my contract. Where's my agent?
We can go down that road, man. We can go down that road. You don't want to. You seem to think insulting people.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
I'm sure you find it just as funny.
You repeatedly insinuated that Denim's responsible for the CPS call, labeling her the real villain of the video. Absolutely, 100%. She is the real villain of the video, obviously, in my opinion.
Hey, incoming lethal!
She has been a very nasty,
Yeah, watch it! Calling in Score Street.
She's a nasty, pathetic liar.
UAV established overhead.
She's a bad streamer. She's talented. She's a loser. Also is.
Your UAV is being engaged by a samurai. UAV and check.
We got lots to do.
Contact with UAV.
There's an enemy shooter!
She's talentless. She's a hack. She sucks. Nobody watching her stream. Her stream is so bad. Stop watching it, please, guys. Stop watching her stream.
God, is that blood? Nobody told me there would be blood.
Stop.
Yeah, watch it!
Thread if I can. Where is it?
Push through!
I never thought of this, but I saw the fallout, or this is back like yesterday when the Sky guy was talking about my lawsuit or whatever, and I've someone told me I don't think that the stock guy was trying to farm you. He doesn't really like talking about drama in the void. What's going on? In like a money sense, he relied too much on it, and they did poorly. Here's a clip near the
Oh, I see you!
You sound like a bunch of coasting assholes, bitch. Fight back, damn it! Hey, don't worry.
It's driving me crazy.
Talk about crazy because it's exactly what I talked about the other day that got some people pissed off. Listen, when I say
maybe this timestamp was wrong. They sent me a clip as well. I'll have to find it.
RTX deactivated.
You know, if you got baited by the internet, I apologize.
Using Archangel.
I was a little brutal. I didn't see this. That was really funny.
You fucking me? Activate catchback protocol. Get your ass
We
back
definitely
to
don't
base.
have this stuff in Canada.
We need to get on that. All right. We need to get on that. Nobody likes her.
Identify Shaftar.
Is saying she participated in this video. She endorsed this because she's not moderating her chat. Not defamation. That's literally.
That is absolutely defamation. Saying I'm endorsing people making a false call. That is absolutely defamation.
Actually provable true. Just look at the fucking video. Oh my god. And yeah, she has the chutzpah. Now to send me a letter. She put out a video saying Ethan retract or lawyer up. She was parodying what I told Noah. You can't tell someone to lawyer up who's lawyered up. I'm the most lawyered up person on YouTube.
Re-up.
Which I already talked about this. It didn't fit my title. He later stumbles on his words because he sees the Twitter post, which he can't crop, but we'll keep going.
It's time to re-up.
I don't even need to re-up.
He's
My
still
lawyers
up.
are already up.
He's never been down. It's been a few years now.
Lawyer up.
Your lawyer's bank account is what's up.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. He does good work. I like him. For me,
Oh, a little too true. Got him. Yeah, truth's hard. That's all your lawyer gives a fuck about is your money, bitch.
He's apparently going to join that American dream with us.
By the way, my attorney deserves it. I don't want to suggest otherwise. This guy works as
I wonder, and you don't have to answer, but I'm curious if he's like your consigliere at this point, like where he dropped everyone else in the practice and just focusing on you full time.
I don't mean to give too many spoilers, but the letter that they sent was so bad. I actually can't believe that they showed it on their show.
How he has
I
time
wonder
for
that
anything
too.
else.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not his only client, but I don't know how he has time for anything else at this rate. You tell me.
They included a bunch of clips and a bunch of segments of the show to try to prove that, like, basically, honestly, the letter wasn't disproving anything. It was trying to get my lawyer to drop me by accusing me of spoliation and then saying, well, actually, your client deserves it because here's a bunch of timestamps. And one of the timestamp was like...
Team deathmatch. Remind the fugitives that actions have consequences.
And I'm like, I don't understand. Your Honor, my client have She called us rich ones. What? Sorry, spoliation.
You dropped all your other clients. What do you mean you don't have time? Kids, dog shit. Hurtful that is to me.
Ethan Klein proceeded in a soprano voice.
The lead is ours.
Loser, dumbass. So that's their best evidence now.
Sue these children, and now you're suing. You know it's not defamation to play a clip of somebody. A clip of
Sniper smoke! Move!
eating the cats and the dog, and you was like, AP, what is that clip? You can't say that. That's defamation. Me playing a clip of his podcast where he talks about, quote,
Sonny's crawling around, he's putting everything in his mouth. He's at that age. He has GRD.
Hostiles reclaim the lead.
me playing this on my show is not defamation. Me playing a clip of him. Airtight as possible.
And now Ela has Giardia.
Shut. For real?
And now I think this morning I had diarrhea.
Oh my
We've taken the lead. Stay on task.
It's extremely ridiculous to get. It's
This is defamatory. Playing this clip is defamation. Do you notice? This on yourself and now you're suing. No one said you're defaming him. Dude, just go post a little less.
taken the lead.
Did you notice how he never plays a clip of you saying because it's like
Let's go! Get out front!
everything in their mouth. And now we know that they didn't by his admission. He says that they didn't. That's just what he said.
Eyes on hostile.
They're winning. Keep it up.
Learned your fucking lesson yet?
Kids were eating, end quote. Please show me that exists. I would love to see.
Hostile shooter!
Saying that I disavow it. So that's not true. Okay. Second, it's defamatory to accuse someone of a crime.
Falling behind, Crimson.
Without cause, that is a crime. Inciting other people to commit a crime is defamatory to accuse other people of crimes. If you're saying, quote, she's protecting and, quote, she's saying, call CPS, he's an abuser, he neglects his children, like we need to call CPS, etc. That is a defamatory crime. That I am inciting other people to commit a crime.
Whether or not it was wrongful is debatable in itself, to be honest, because the kids, he just said his kids were eating shit.
So poorly written, but it's coming from the perspective of someone who, we'll get to it. There's just so many things that I want to talk about. One thing at a time, okay?
No, I don't
okay.
For this. She thinks she's doing something she's not. And you will lose. Don't get me wrong, you will lose.
Oh, they linked it. Wait, I literally saw it, but okay. Dog poops are 100% attracting flies. As owners of dogs, is when the flies start to hang outside, hang out inside the house too. Hearing him trying to. In what world?
Hostile RCXD in your AO.
Check your fire!
But I feel like anything that gets worse over time needs to be taken care of immediately.
Let's go!
Right?
Get out front!
Dog poop here. Majority of the dog poop around the house. Dude, in what world do you... Also, that chat didn't say they were eating poop. So not only am I reading a chat message to respond to also, they didn't say that the kids were eating poop. The chat message didn't say it. Did you watch the clip that you sent?
Flashbang!
Was a big bruh moment. Don't get why the dogs are constantly pooping indoors, but that's did these kids get like Giardia from the dog poop around the house? Dude, in what world? Not only was I responding to a chat message, but the chatter didn't say that the kids were eating poop. Come on. The chatter was also asking a question, not making an affirmative statement of fact. Like wrap your mind around the fact that this guy is a liar. Okay. They don't want to. I don't know why I thought that. All collectively. Think that makes you look better. I don't know. Sure. Let's move on to the podcast, shall we?
On us, anti-slap immediately. You know that, right? I don't know if you know that. And at the rate you're funding there, you have money to pay you, lawyer.
You're being outplayed, Crimson One. Step it up.
Let's see here. April 18th.
Flashbang sighted!
Hilarious knowing that he had to also crowdfund $150,000 for his lawsuit.
Making a reference to others who support CPS coming in.
Notice how he responds. The April 18th stream is like the
We've claimed the
worst stream.
advantage. Now hold
There
it.
is so much. There is so much that he said in that stream. It's really bad. I mean, this one's almost as bad. As much as I hate Ethan, when he became very different.
The lead is ours.
It's best you drop it and move on. I think I'll listen to a lawyer.
Area pacified. Reach CLZ. Helo's on the way.
Oh, hell yeah! That's how it's done. Support CPS coming and taking my children away. That's incorrect. She's
That was a close one.
CPS.
Rush time's free.
Start somewhere. Remember that? Talking about your friends propagating CPS. Like, this stream was so bad for him. But let's keep going.
And taking my children away. She's directly responsible for CPS coming to my house. She is directly linked to the CPS coming to my house, doing what she did, being like, oh, let's call CPS. He's an abuser. He neglected my life. We need to call CPS. Girl who accused me of leaving shit on the floor, and that the CPS...
You never said that shit, bro.
She did...
Look at how he wiggles on that one. She did...
floor, and that the CPS should be called. She did CPS, remember that? Talking about your friends propagating CPS coming to my house, take blah, 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 yada, yada. Again, in reference to Denims, you said...
Yada, yada, no, don't listen to that. Anyways, all of these damning things that happen in this clip, yeah. Don't worry about that. Anyway, this is the best she's got, listing off the direct sections where you say I'm directly responsible, call me a terrorist sympathizer, say that I explicitly said that should be called, didn't happen. Then saying she did CPS, oh, yada, yada, not important anyways.
You don't lie about people's kids and have CPS go to their house? Yeah.
Investigating you, homie.
That's a true statement. These are just examples. I'm sure you have plenty more.
I think these are bad enough, but sure.
I'm sure you have way better examples that you just didn't include in this letter.
I don't know. I think she did CPS is pretty bad.
You're just saving for later. As you know, there's no factual basis on which to accuse my client of being responsible, directly or indirectly. Oh, she is.
Which is accurate. He has no evidence and no factual basis that would make him consider or reasonably consider me responsible.
Most definitely indirectly responsible, as far as I can tell. I mean, it happened right before the call came. And the fact that
indirectly responsible as far as I'm concerned. Ironclad.
So pathetic, and I'm.
Why did you delete everything on your YouTube channel? Which channel are you talking about? You're talking about the YouTube channel that
Time to get our hands dirty, Black Ops. Get to work.
Which channel? Do you want to link it to me? Hudson Clark. And I'll be waiting for you. Oh, sorry, not that one.
Her lawyer is Bane Empanada, Bad Panda.
Yo, watch it!
I think.
Denims TV. Yes, this channel, this one, the one that didn't have content on it, says TV, and I stopped recording on it. And I was like, all this content is I don't want people seeing me.
You guys try instead of the whole thing.
Spoliation. Do you want me to republish all these videos? They're all really boring, which is why I removed them in the first place. Because I was like, ew, I don't want people to see my old work. Because I went back to see what these videos look like. Why does it get so disliked? I don't even know what it doesn't matter. But when I went to go see this, two of my better performing ones were me being nice to Ethan. This is like bad. I've like. Back during the golden era when he was debating pearly things. Oh my god. Fuck, man. Interesting. I did this ages ago. I literally have these logs with my mod telling them, hey, with my editor, telling them, hey, can you remove all this shit? Yes, I removed it a year ago because I didn't like the content. Epically owned. You always has to use more popular people's names. So we're done on this? You moved on from the delete stuff? Okay. It's like these people are so stupid. I brought up Ethan Pine because I was sad.
Watch it!
I think they said that the stupid for whatever reason. Whether they're stupid because it doesn't really matter the reason. Do you think I wouldn't save this shit, dude? Release their old box. It might have been 3 months back at the time that they automatically delete everything because they server space to store 8-hour videos that are intended.
Are you planning on that?
Never.
Not.
Push through!
Further, you knew your statements were false when you made them, please. Rendering your defamation malicious. You appear to have publicly acknowledged CPS indicated to you that someone who... God. Acknowledge CPS indicated to you that someone who works at your home not...
I don't know why he's saying this. There's literally clips of it.
It's on video!
Because I never said Denim's called CPS. This lawyer's an idiot.
You literally said she did CPS. I don't...
I think he's just... Yeah, that happened after the call. What is this stupid game? Yet you have failed to publicly retract because... What are we doing here?
No, nothing to say. No comment.
Nothing to say?
Nothing to say.
No comment!
No comment.
I'm not... Don't even waste your time responding to this filth. It's pathetic. Like, if you want to sue me, just do it, dummy. Please. I'm begging you.
What planet is he living on? He's so full of fucking shit.
Okay. Your defamatory statements... Pertinent here, a statement charging someone of committing a criminal act.
Right, these guys stuck around. You literally skipped it, and when I had him on screen, like a coward, pissing his pants. Nothing to say, and then the second I took it off the screen, your diaper, you little mess.
But you don't consider the fact that he's expressing ultimate confidence that you learn from Destiny. We'll see if ultimate confidence gets Destiny through these fucking these charges.
And then they're like, I gotta get back to hating. You're such a fucking loser on a Saturday. Oh my god. Oh fuck, dude. Oh my god. You thought
never accused her of that. Fabricating a criminal charge, never did that. Making a false report.
Denim, why didn't you use it? Because it wasn't called yet? I'm sure you would easily be able to spot in a sea of messages the 15 messages that said CPS and think I need to ban these people. They're serious about it. I think it was one of my community members, which he had. How could you let this? It's like the sun falls tomorrow. It's like
push through.
I didn't know the universe that I think that like, huh?
This is a lot of running. I thought there'd be less running. That's on me though.
Oh, you want to leave? Yeah, I got you, man.
Part to an official agency, never accused her of that. It's just more penal code, dumb shit. Did they actually? I can't believe she actually thought communications from the public. Yeah, I'm sure. By the way, her business.
Yeah, I'm sure. Meanwhile, just today. Looking for a death wish. If you spoke like this in my face, you wouldn't have teeth anymore. Yeah, okay, but it's never.
Jesus. Violence against women much? Jeez, fuck my throat. I'm losing my voice.
She's like literally just making money. Yeah, her business is really damaged from all this. She says, Bob.
Sorry. You literally said someone should call. Oh, can you show me this clip, please?
Because retract your false statements. Further request that the foregoing retraction and correction.
Oh, these guns are so heavy.
Generous amount of time. It sounds like somebody that doesn't want to sue.
Calling in score streak.
This is a huge difference, bro.
The corrected statement.
No, he's reaching and coping, Denims.
You want to get out
Thinking
of
of
this
something
alive?
else?
Better step up.
His brain is not capable.
And it's very funny. Very great. The great thing is, like, let's say that theoretically I am planning legal action against Denims. I haven't filed anything against her, but theoretically, I don't think anybody's gonna be feeling bad for this girl.
They're the CIA. You think they were just gonna let you walk all over them?
What is this? This is the harassment that I'm dealing with. So she's, in my opinion, responsible from what I've seen for that call happening because of her stream that was just. Apologizing or back.
Thank you, Cosmic Guy. I'm not devastated by the one thing there's 3 fan to those comments we've all seen. I mean, that's literally the reason why I told people, like, hey, can you guys like go in and archive? Because it's only a matter of time before they claim that they never said this. It's literally only a matter of time. We didn't do that. We didn't. No. No.
Now she's threatening to sue me. She's crowdfunding. And these people are giving her money. What kind of level of...
Yes, I will. When you were talking to Bad Empanada, I haven't had a person on my screen in years. I wasn't talking to Bad Empanada. Like I said, just link the clip. If there's an easy to find clip of me saying this, also like use your brain for a second. If there's an easy to find clip, if there's a clip of me saying this, don't you think he would be using that clip? Don't you think he would have used this clip? He's only made 500 videos on me. You don't think that he would have used this clip by now? Also, yeah, Bad Empanada's banned on Twitch, so I couldn't even bring him on if I wanted to.
Of harassment and patheticness is this? And then you have Ian and you have iDubbbz retweeting it on Twitter. What a joke.
So mad, dude. He's so mad.
Oh, so let me look at our response. Oh, okay. Let me thank our sponsor. You know, that's such a bad retraction. Usually retraction letters have precise demands, you know. Retract this, remove this video. She's just like...
Ready for the self-own? You can tell that when he claimed that I was the self-owner, it was projection, because check this out.
Retract. I'm like, okay, you're not being serious right now. Let's thank our sponsor.
Requesting that you would like publish a video on both channels.
She wasn't specific. She wasn't like
posting. It says on both channels.
Oh, on both channels.
Yeah, on the podcast and on your main channel.
That's normal to do it on the place where you made the.
She didn't even ask for anything. Well, she did. She did ask.
The clam. But she didn't even ask me to erase it. But anyway, isn't she a horrible human being? I mean, wow. What a disgusting fucking freak.
Just a gentle reminder to...
Please tell me that H3 fucking fandom can't be that. I used to be an H3 fan. Everyone, Denims used to be an H3 fan. Who is still holding on, dude? It's insane.
From killing babies when I was talking on the podcast.
Yeah, really nice girl.
Edgy comedy enjoyers when someone makes a joke. Sorry, you're right. I should get one of your stupid fucking I'm joking signs. Oh my fucking God.
Really,
get a button?
Very honest, not pathetic at all. The documentary was called...
All right, let's skip this. That was a sponsor skip. Let's
Con Mom.
Con Mom. It's a funny name.
Mom, I'm sorry.
So we read hers. And here's our response, okay? Now, this was like a very low effort response, and you can just see already just the quality of
It's got that nice red bar on the side.
No, it's got...
Oh,
dude, it has
that's
links.
not what you're talking about?
Hers didn't even have links.
Oh, I see.
She changed her GoFundMe description.
Okay. I was watching, and I was very value-tained. I was incredibly value-tained. 5013. Wait, hold up. Oh, sorry, it's over here. I saved it.
Overdrive. Weapons free, people. Lay some hate on them.
There's a transfer.
Head on a swivel, mate.
Okay, I wanted to look good for you.
Not this time. We've taken control.
So, it did.
That means... By the way...
got the lead. Now hold it. On their heels. Hit them hard.
It's true.
This shit ain't working. We've lost the advantage.
Push through! Hey, incoming lethal!
You should pull a ball that hate combat.
Come on, you're losing it.
These guys have nothing going on in their life.
Mission shit, I'm pulling the plug. Time to fade.
I am too old to be playing these fucking games.
Really immature in that debate. He continuously was interrupting Hassan. He didn't want to do like the basic definitions and was like screaming at him about dancing. Like half the time when he would say, this is unwatchable. This is boring. But there are a lot of people who genuinely come in to ask questions and are genuinely unsure. And it's like these people. That's why I was like, don't be mean to this person. I can tell the difference between someone who's trying to genuinely ask and someone who doesn't know He's definitely clipping stuff out of context when you were reacting to that guy's video and your chat was going on about CPS. If he's clipping out of context the way he did to make me think you never said anything to your chat about CPS, then you should sue him. He's painting you out to be a really bad person. I've never seen that clip. That's crazy. After I saw the whole clip, I realized he's willing to clip stuff out of context to fit his narrative. And this person came in.
People could be won over. Oh my God. Daisy, you're my Duchess.
Like, there are people that genuinely, they just haven't seen the video because he didn't watch my video, even though he says he listens to all criticism, right? So that is why I try to be fair to different people in chat. If you come in and it's very obvious you're only in here to be an asshole because you are a fucking total loser spending your Saturday, you don't care if you're wrong, you just want to be mad. Versus someone who's genuinely like, I don't know why you thought this was acceptable. And then later finds out, oh, wait, it's all clipped? Okay, yeah, you should. He tricked me. You should sue him for tricking a bunch of people like me. So yeah, be nice to chatters. It seems like they're trying to genuinely ask something, whatever. H3 fan, but I'm not here in bad faith or say bad things about you and your chat. I'd like to see you specifically reply to the things he said about what he holds you responsible for regarding. Oh, I've seen you typing. Yeah, I have your chat messages on screen. What I meant was, why are you acting like you didn't advertise somebody telling lies that resulted in CPS being called and only said you didn't support calling CPS until after the fact when your chat was filled with people calling for it? You know time. So I would have had to catch those messages. I would have had to know that those people were being serious, both of which did not happen. And then I had to accurately assess that I had reason to believe that someone would and have foresight to say no. So I didn't even see that. That's the craziest thing. I didn't even see these comments. When I was streaming, I didn't even fucking see these comments. I also saw no mention of CPS in the non-fake chat. Yeah, because those comments actually, and like, you know what, dude, I'm gonna re-upload that whole segment so people can stop complaining. Those comments came, which is in my video. If you're genuinely curious, if you mean this, G-Tan, if you genuinely mean this, I made a video debunking all of this. This entire shit show of, no pun intended, of him accusing me ages ago. And he never responded to it because he doesn't actually respond to criticism of him. And here's the video if you want to watch it. But if you think you have like eagle eye and you can spot like 15 messages over the course of like, first of all, you have to be awake for the entirety of the hours, like constantly watching chat, even when you're speaking. But in the 5 minutes where thousands of messages were sent, which I talk about in the video also, the first message that they show, okay, 1,000 messages. You're telling me, and by the way, some of these 65 messages, some of them aren't even about, I just didn't think it was important to the point, but some of them weren't even about CPS. There were some comments that were like, here, let me see, where is it? There's one really funny one. I don't know why he included it. Giardia babies in a mansion, holy shit, Marx would lose his mind. That's not even about CPS. That one's not even about CPS. So there's a bunch of them in there that like aren't even about CPS, but let's just pretend like all of the 65 that were included were about CPS. This small portion over a couple minutes, and I'm supposed to catch every single one of these and know that these people are serious, which I don't believe that they were. Like in hindsight now that I can actually see it, this is why I'm suing him. This is why I want to sue him. Don't even mean this in a rude way, but it feels kind of ignorant of Twitch chatting culture to blame the streamer for these sort of takes. Dude, I mean like, okay, we're going to get to it today because I want to get to it today really badly, but it was really funny seeing the Asmongold clip when there's literally timestamps on, because the person who did this, by the way, who Photoshopped my chat to do this, they removed the timestamps, even though when I stream, you can see the timestamps. I wonder why they removed it. And they were inspired by Gremlo's original tweet where Asmongold was streaming and a bunch of people with timestamps were saying Hitler W. Former H3 fan, I really started to realize how dishonest Ethan was being when I started debunking video. I wish you well in the lawsuit. I hope this gets resolved quickly and in your favor. Thank you. It's just like, I get the H3 fans that don't understand this. It's because it's genuinely like, I can't believe somebody would go this hard on lies. Like, how many lies are you gonna stack? It's crazy. So it seems too absurd. So it feels like there's no way he would stack this many lies on top of each other. So he has to be telling the truth. Hassan is the mastermind getting all these streamers fighting. Hassan is the real enemy. Let's be real here. Well played, streamers. Y'all got the attention you wanted. Get that bag. Assam is the common enemy. Mysterio 098. Even if Ethan is a dumbass, Denims, you have no basis for defamation case. Save your money. I'm gonna be honest, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I don't expect you to take medical advice from me because I'm not a doctor, and I'm not gonna take lawyer advice or legal advice from you because you're not a lawyer. I'm gonna listen to a lawyer about these things, okay? No offense. I wouldn't get offended if you didn't take advice from me on serious matters, but I also won't be taking offense from you. Okay, let's keep going. Wait, I want to see if this chatter said anything. I hear what you're saying, but do you believe that Twitch streamers are not responsible for policing the things that they say in their chat? I'm saying that they need to do it completely by themselves when moderators exist. I probably wouldn't have seen the messages. If I did, I would have said I don't support that. That's what I'm saying. That's what the whole purpose of the defamation case is because so many people believe this, as evidenced by the sheer number of people that have come into this chat and said this shit, right? I think if you encourage the behavior and you can prove that someone is encouraging the behavior and they never discourage the behavior, then yeah, of course you're responsible. But to a point, do you think Ethan, which I covered in my video, do you think Ethan is responsible? Although I would argue that he is responsible for like this guy getting harassment and getting like, he left a comment. You know what, let me just play the video. I'll just play it. Responsible for what a small fringe of people in your... There's a reason he didn't watch this video. And it's another thing to tell people about it. I mean, who in their right mind would share this disgusting story with their audience? And Ethan, do you really want to be held responsible for what a small fringe of people in your community say? I mean, take this guy who had the audacity to comment.
Obsessed with you guys when you only had 15K subs. Glad that's behind me. Enjoy hell. This guy's for real. Joe, look this guy up. Enjoy hell. I feel like this one's real. We caught you, Joe. Public facing account.
Go to Joe.
I see you. You wanted to be cute? Let's see it. Nice mustache. Which one's Joe? Let's see. I think it's this guy. That's him. That's him right there. Trust me, when I see an anti-Semite, I know I can spot him.
Wow. Spot him from a crowd.
That's him. So I don't know if you guys all know that, but your friend Joe here actually is a fucking giant racist piece of shit. And like he likes to tell Jewish people they're going to hell on Instagram on his public profile. I don't know if any of you guys know him, but...
And the punishment for that crime? Now his 16-year-old sister is getting rape threats on her Instagram posts.
The people saying I need to let go of the whole Ethan Klein thing, fuck you. This was sent to my sister today. She's 16 years old. These have not stopped. They haven't slowed down. This is the type of shit my family receives every single day. So shout out to Ethan Klein that my mom, who is an art teacher at an impoverished public school, has to deal with this shit. You are truly the morally superior YouTuber.
Now, since family and children are a hard line for Ethan, I'm sure he will denounce this in no uncertain terms. It's what I would say if he hadn't already doubled down. My only regret is not finding more accounts to call out. I tried. That was the only person dumb enough to leave an anti-Semitic hate comment from his real public account. Like, he doesn't hold himself to this standard. He sees his community fucking doxing and threatening people, leaving rape threats on a 16-year-old's fucking profile who's not involved in this at all. And he says, good, yes, more harassment. I didn't even see it. I didn't encourage anyone saying CPS. That's why there's no fucking clips of me saying you should do it, even though he keeps claiming that I said it. And then when I found out it was called, I said, I don't condone this type of behavior. I've never condoned it, and I will never condone it. Do you see that he holds himself to this very special standard that he doesn't hold anyone else to? Also, with mods, there's like 4 in chat right now. Good job to them, but I also can't expect them to manage all of this. I don't even think anyone can read this. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. We're going to do one more message from this guy, and then we're going to move on. I personally think it's reasonable for Ethan to hold you indirectly responsible for CPS being called. He, to my knowledge, hasn't said you directly called CPS, and you watched a video telling lies about his kid eating poop 3 days before it was called. If I think about all this objectively, it feels like he has reason to be upset with what you did. Please watch this video. Please actually read the statement, which you've been here since I don't understand how you think this when I've literally read these statements out. She did CPS. She's directly responsible. She is directly she is directly linked to CPS coming. Doing what she did, being like, quote, oh, let's call CPS. He's an abuser, neglects his father. Like, we need to call CPS, end quote. He said that about me. He said that I said we need to call it. I feel like you're just choosing to be ignorant because you don't want to believe that Ethan Klein could be so fucking insane in his accusations against other people. All right, we're moving on. I've given you enough attention. You can go and read the legal letter yourself. You can go and watch my video on your own time.
I only want the truth here.
It's fine. I'm genuinely not mad at him at all. That's just
great for you.
Actually, no, but on a serious note, when they were watching the debate, they did have a disclaimer. They're like, be nice, he has Tourette's. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I saw some of it. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I saw his mods finally where And I think
Is he glazing Asmongold, the guy who said that the Holocaust probably happened?
he prints a new one every.
Ethan's lost the plot. If he thinks he's for real, lost the clip. He lost the plot. Bye bye.
This is garbage. Yeah. Thank you, love. He's my official sign maker. I go on. But you could, in the meantime, Nate, put up the disclaimer, please.
I think that was the relevant part of this.
Let me see. Let me just.
Yeah, let us know, because I'd love to sue her for defamation.
There you go. There.
Amongst other things.
Yeah, so let's see here. As you know from watching the March 7th video, my client publicly stated he was exploring litigation against Denims. As made clear in this video, the basis for this threat was her involvement in disseminating
Stay on task.
and abuse their children, which contributed to the fraudulent report to CPS and CPS visiting. For that, appreciate that. On March 8th, your client acknowledged Ethan's threat of litigation over the CPS incident by beginning her video with, quote, Ethan Klein threatened to sue me. Let's take a look at that.
Klein threatened other people, talking about the clip of him saying that he thinks his son has GRD, putting a bunch of stuff in his mouth. And other people have noted that he's talked about his dog, not this dog.
She appears to be doubling down on
And this is a bizarre clip to include because I literally say that he has since said.
Where's the time counter?
I literally directly quoted the words that you used. Your kid is crawling around, putting everything. I don't know how many times I have to play this fucking clip.
which is run by, also simultaneously run by maids and nannies.
I think that he's saying that no one has Giardia, and I guess everyone just had diarrhea.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Telling us.
I'm interested in even talking about it.
I'm interested in watching the crash. I'm not interested in hearing about the viscosity of the diarrhea.
Thanks for telling me. It's like, well, it seems pertinent when you're telling people that fucking my kids are eating dog shit and getting.
I'm not telling you.
Hostile counter UAV established above.
Thanks. Ethan Klein can't imagine.
Is that better? You can't tell me if it's better than no one had Giardia? You can't tell me? Anyway.
This is what he's putting together since said no one has showing that I don't know the truth. Yeah, that looks really bad for me.
Let's go! All of our YouTube videos.
What happened to my audio?
When there were in the hundreds as of December 27. Wow. And Twitch videos made prior to March 8th. I understand why I felt obligated to bring
Enemy CUAV inbound. Hostile UAV established overhead.
Many people think that this is about the Denim's Daily channel. Denim's Daily channel is a fan-run account. I have no whatever they feel like uploading. They delete whatever. Correspondence with an editor. Maybe the first email where they ask me, is it okay with the Discord?
Pass down 20 scramble!
I literally don't do this because I don't think it's don't really care to do it. And they took down their channel because saying that I have deleted all of the videos on my personal channel, this channel, which I used to upload content to, and it would stream highlights, but I found that the content, which let me pull up the YouTube dashboard. No, YouTube sticker, here we go. Content, here we go. Here is the channel, which hasn't had a video uploaded.
Shock charge identified.
Let me try and find them. Messages.
Not anymore.
I would show this, but I'll later, okay? And I'm happy to fucking stream active Discord or fucking prove it to whoever else prove it so that somebody else can fucking look at it. I think February 9th, I spoke with someone who got in contact with YouTube staff and basically said once a channel garners too much negative attention, constant dislikes and negative comments, YouTube basically stops promoting your content. So I've been meaning to put that YouTube channel out to the pastor for a while, and I think now is a good time. If it's not too much trouble, keep it private all the VODs and old live streams. On my own, I'll private everything now. It was, but upload. And it was after I made the Denims Dunks channel where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna move over.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Can you show what you're reading? Yeah. Was it deleted after you suing? Just 1 second, you fucking idiots. They might not be here. I don't want to show them without consent. Because it's not just my name that gets UAV available.
Strike available. Your tactics aren't working. Find another way.
Before the CPS call, before the CPS message, before the
Base
CPS...
authorizing Hellstorm deploy!
Rifle! BDA negative. Dismissed. UAV commencing surveillance operation.
I spoke with someone who got in contact with staff, and they basically said once a channel negative comments with nothing to counteract it. YouTube stopped content, so I really put that channel out to the pastor for a while.
UAV fuel check 50%.
It's not too much trouble. Videos and live streams on that channel. Yeah, it makes sense. I haven't found a way to overcome it. Do you have any plans for YouTube, or is Denims Dunks going to be something you do on your own? Also, doubling viewership is sweet. You did a great job. Yes.
Flying on fuel. UAV.
Videos down. I have no control over them.
Underwhelming effort.
Moving to evac point. Situation's full bar.
2023. Whoa, my worms. And here's logs a month before anything about CPS, where I said, yeah, that channel fucking blows dick anyways. It just attention. It doesn't which I want to honestly, I would like to continue tomorrow because it's so much. I mean, it took us like 3 hours to get through 1 hour. So I kind of want to go through his whole statement tomorrow. But then he also in here tries to say that like I'm deleting Twitch VODs, which is so obviously you're not like a fucking Twitch viewer if you have no idea that Twitch automatically deletes your VODs. Wormy. Mayor Cat's trying to play. Mayor Cat is trying to play and he knocked over a bunch of stuff. He wants to play with Wormy. It's been more than 60 days since March 1st, which means Twitch deleted the VOD. Yeah, and then he says like, I hope you understand why I felt obligated to bring to your attention what appears to be the intentional destruction of highly relevant evidence by your client. And they bring up, and Twitch videos made prior to March 8th have been deleted. I don't have control over Twitch deleting VODs. Twitch literally has a statement that says, deadline extended. Impacted streamers will now have until May 19th, 2025 to get all their highlights and uploads under the 100-hour storage limit before auto deletion begins. On May 19th, in 9 days, I have to fucking download all my VODs because they're only keeping 100 hours of your content. And they're going to start automatically deleting. And before this, they would just remove, I think it was 2 or 3 months of VODs. Dan Clancy is doing destruction of evidence. I have Dan Clancy in my pocket. I was like, bro, you got to start deleting evidence faster than this. Also, I saved all these VODs. All these VODs are like re-uploaded by the fan channels. Like, I know the web grows. Like, Dan, burn it all quick. Like, oh my God. Oh my God, dude, Jesus. Oh, this is just highlights and uploads. Oh, okay. You can only have 100 hours of highlights. VODs still get deleted. Is it 2 or 3 months? I think it's 2 months. You're right. That is highlights and uploads. My apologies. But VODs get deleted at the 2-month mark, right? See, or is it the 1 month mark? No. Why is it sort by date created? May 10th. I have up until, why isn't it ordered correctly? April 4th, I see is my earliest. No, March 15th. March 15th is my earliest VOD that I have available to me. So anyways, yes, this is me destroying evidence. I contacted Twitch personally to tell them, delete VODs. Also, like, the irony of him being about deleting evidence when he's the button guy. Just in awe, dude. Just actually in awe. Mayor.
Overdrive.
That's such a good
Earn
point.
elimination medals to increase your combo score. We're winning. Keep it that way.
First of all my VODs don't publish because...
Get back here!
Streamers. It's a big deal, yeah. I'm not watching the HBO video, I'm watching fucking YouTube, but that's still. And like HBO actually has too much money to fight. So the VODs by are unpublished after the fact when I feel that the VOD is safe to publish, when I either feel like there's nothing that will be copyrighted, there's nothing that I actually but like accidentally it's good to just stay unpublished, right? Or, and this is like at the time where he was talking about conflict, right? He was actually, Ethan Klein.
Hostile shooter!
I want to be cautious about how channel. In my opinion, the right way to have VODs is to have them by default not be published and then publish them after the fact. I still I'm happy to highlight these and fucking publish it online. I think it's on the Daniel's Daily channel, but I'll be publishing it. All of the fucking comments came out saying this shit.
Infection in the intestines that makes you have diarrhea. Well, Sonny's crawling around. He's putting everything in his mouth. He's at that age. He has giardia.
Oh, shit.
And now...
that I think would be relevant to something important. That was a lot. I don't have that kind of space. But and it's not from March 1st. I don't know where you're getting March 1st. It's from March 7th. March 7th. Stop saying March 1st. It's the March 7th, which I'm happy to. I got it.
Let's go! Fire! Sorry, Knight.
All right. Wouldn't the fan channel have it anyways? Why don't they go look at those? Because, like, you have to understand, this letter is so bad. I want to cover it tomorrow in more detail. This letter is so bad. They're, like, using the just show where I say, oh, I don't think that they have giardia. Or that's what they said. Like, just to clarify, that's me being fair. That's me actively like a VOD clip of me saying,
you're falling behind, Crimson.
I hope that they take care of their kids or something like that.
Hostiles reclaim the lead.
They're grasping at that I'm destroying evidence is like nonsensical. It literally, it doesn't make any sense what they're saying.
Gain the advantage, now hold it.
You know what? I don't want to be someone I have to fucking deal with it.
It's given us the lead.
Since 2023, which is private. This was unmarked before anything related to
visual.
No, that's not my channel. I didn't have any consent or there's no relation there. No. The
lead is on.
Anywho, They also didn't say how any of it is really and try and threaten my board.
They've taken the lead.
Enemy thermal!
That's what they're
Falling behind, Crimson.
Current one. Odds. Twitch partners turbo users will have past broadcasts. Save your past download or export them. Take it up with Dan. I don't have any control over odds.
Enemy blast trap.
Whole day tomorrow on this because I have other stuff that I want to cover. So maybe you can do this first. Because once I get started on Ethan stuff, I can't stop. There's just so much shit to get.
They're all over you. Have some goddamn pride.
Yes, that covers tomorrow. And then we can go over his coverage, which was not great. Section is still
Reclaim the advantage. Now hold it.
Fuck them!
All threats neutralized. Scour the area. Find whatever they're hiding.
Hell yeah! That's how it's done!
And I know this won't come as a surprise to many people out there. One out to discuss why I feel this may be on thegamebusiness.com. However, the data itself is analytics, which after looking into them a little bit, it looks like this is the type of thing where they may not necessarily have the exact official data direct from Activision, but instead they use various tools to get the best estimation possible as far as what the player counts are. So I can't guarantee that these are 100% perfectly accurate, but they're quite a reputable company and analytics is what they do. So I would at least trust that they're in the rough ballpark for these values. And with this, they're sharing the monthly active users on Call of Duty in general. So this would include multiplayer as well as Warzone, but not mobile. That's handled separately. For the launch periods, as well as 4 months later in the following March after launch for Black Ops 6, Modern Warfare 3, and Modern Warfare 2. And with Modern Warfare 3, they didn't explicitly state that value, but they did say that it was 13 million less than Black Ops 6, so that's where I got that value from. And looking at this, while the total number of monthly active users, even at its lowest point, which was actually in March with Black Ops 6 at 20.6 million, that is still a ridiculously large number. Most game devs or studios would kill for 10% of that monthly active user value. So I would say Call of Duty isn't even remotely close to what you'd call dead. However, these values, if accurate, are lower than what we should be expecting with Black Ops 6, and you'll notice the retention relative to previous years is pretty bad. If we look at the retention percentage, so the percentage of players relative to the launch period 4 months later, with Modern Warfare 2, it was 71%. With Modern Warfare 3, it was apparently a little bit over 100%. So there are actually slightly more players playing 4 months later than players that were playing at launch with Modern Warfare 3. And then with Black Ops 6, it's just 61% according to these values. So while again, that's still a massive number and Call of Duty I'm sure is doing just fine, that probably is a lot less than what was anticipated with Black Ops 6, since it was confirmed that Black Ops 6 had the highest user count at launch out of any Call of Duty game ever. And that's at 33.7 million value. Now, one big key to point out here, and I suspect this is having a pretty big effect on these numbers, is this also includes Warzone. And this was from March, so before the launch of Verdansk, and I would argue probably Warzone's lowest point ever at that stage. So I suspect just on the Warzone side of things, that's probably at least a big contributor to this massive drop in retention. And I would be really curious to see what these numbers look like now, after Verdansk launched. I suspect that brought quite a few players back, and I bet these numbers are actually quite a bit higher now if we're looking at the overall big picture with Black Ops 6 as well as Warzone. Now, in saying that, I don't think that accounts for everything when we're talking about retention with Black Ops 6. I do think, based on my experiences playing the game, as well as being heavily involved in the community and having my views and income pretty much directly tied to the current Call of Duty game, it really does feel like Black Ops 6 has seen a bigger drop in retention than what we're used to. Just comparing that to last year with Modern Warfare 3, while I didn't have the most amazing views for the launch of a Call of Duty game with that, I found those views were quite consistent throughout most of the year of Modern Warfare 3's lifecycle. And that aligns with this roughly 100% retention value. It seems like the people that did play it and enjoy it early on, they stuck with it throughout the year. Whereas with Black Ops 6, that hasn't been the case. There was a very strong launch window, lots of interest, lots of hype and excitement, and that did drop off quite sharply, I would say, after the holiday season. So let's talk about some of the potential reasons for this, mainly looking at big picture stuff. We're not going to dive too deep into the individual elements of Black Ops 6 in particular, like specific bugs that are taking place with the game or gameplay design or anything like that. This is more big picture, what I feel is going wrong here. And I am going to be mirroring a lot of the things I talked about in a video I made back in January of this year, talking about how I feel Call of Duty's live service model is not being handled very well. I think that's obviously a huge part of this, is their live service just hasn't really been meeting expectations, especially this year with Black Ops 6, compared to last year with Modern Warfare 3, where their live service was incredible, and it looks like that was at least correlated to much higher retention values. And I honestly feel one of the biggest issues here with the retention with Black Ops 6, and one of the big reasons it lost so much of its great momentum that it had at launch, is simply the holiday lull. This is something that I feel the franchise needs to make adjustments to going forward, because this happens every year to varying degrees, but it was especially bad this year, I find, with Black Ops 6, where the game launched with really heavy praise. People really seemed to like Black Ops 6. There was a lot of very positive feedback coming out. And obviously there were some issues at launch and things that needed to get worked out, but people were generally having a good time. Things started to get better, and then the holiday season hit, and it was just like radio silence, followed by delays to content drops, as well as delays to bug fixes. And we were suddenly just left for roughly a month with nothing, at least nothing really of value with the game. And during this period, this is where Black Ops 6 lost all of its momentum, and I found the community sentiment shifted pretty drastically at that point. The comments I would see online went from generally very positive comments or constructive feedback sort of things to immediately, this game is trash, this is the worst Call of Duty ever, I hate this game. And it's crazy to me looking back to see how quickly things shifted here from Black Ops 6 is a great Call of Duty to now Black Ops 6 is trash. And it's not like at that point anything necessarily got worse. I just think we were stuck with this holiday lull with very little new content or updates and fixes to keep us engaged throughout the holiday season. And I think this is where they lost a huge chunk of their player base, and many of them never returned. Now, when it comes to the solution to this, I doubt the solution is just make the devs work over the holidays. The devs deserve their holiday break as well, especially after a big crunch leading up to launch. So that's likely not the right call. Obviously, I don't know everything that goes on internally, though. However, maybe just better pre-scheduling of content so there's a steady stream or a steady drip of content throughout the entire holiday season and even a little bit beyond, anticipating some potential delays. So that would at least keep people a bit more engaged and at least a bit distracted from the issues that aren't going to get worked out while most of the devs are on holiday. This is something where Modern Warfare 3 did a really good job with that. We had a steady stream of aftermarket parts, and I remember the holiday lull still happened with that game. There were some much needed fixes and improvements that we were just stuck waiting for until the devs got back from holiday. But in the meantime, we at least had some cool new things to play around with week after week. And I think that would have gone a long way with Black Ops 6. If we had a new weapon mod, for instance, every week throughout the holidays, it would have been at least a lot easier to stay engaged throughout that holiday lull as we waited for the major updates. Now this segues into my next point, and this is more the general content and post-launch support scheduling. This is another area where I think there is room for improvement for better, more consistent retention over time with Call of Duty. What I've found is content is often really inconsistent and too infrequent for consistent engagement week after week. And again, circling back to aftermarket parts in Modern Warfare 3, they did quite a good job with this, making sure there was always something to look forward to almost every single week. But then on top of that, events. They could be far more engaging than they have been with Black Ops 6. Their events have been quite lackluster. I rarely ever feel excited when a new event drops in Black Ops 6. And I think a big reason behind that is just how they handle the progression in those events, which is usually just continue playing the game and you'll complete the event. Then when it comes to seasonal content, I still find in Call of Duty in general, it's quite unpredictable as far as the quantity of content and the release schedule for that content. And I think it would help with retention if we knew exactly what to expect season after season, at least when it comes to the quantity of content. So just looking at 6v6 multiplayer, for instance, it would be nice to know that every single season we're going to be getting 2 6v6 maps at launch and then 2 mid-season, as well as 3 guns at launch with the season, and then maybe 2 more mid-season with weapon mods and maybe perks and kill streaks and stuff sprinkled in between those updates. Do we get that level of content some seasons? Yes, absolutely. However, you never know if you're going to get that same level of content support the next season, and I think consistency could go a long way with that. Next, after that, another thing that I think has been harming retention overall with Call of Duty in recent years is the shift to the grind-over gameplay mindset that many Call of Duty players have adopted over the years. For many players, all they really want to do when a new Call of Duty comes out is level up their guns, get the mastery camo, and then that's it. They beat the game essentially, and they're done with it, and they burn themselves out on it. And for many of these players, the grind takes precedence over enjoying the gameplay experience. And this is something that's been actively nurtured by the devs with their constant tiny map 24/7 playlists that we see now basically right at launch throughout the entire life cycle of games. Whereas previously, those used to be like special limited time events where you'd get it for a weekend or maybe a full week. And then outside of that, you've got to play the entire game if you want to continue your grind. You have to play on all of the maps and experience the entire game. And I think the big problem with offering these tiny map 24/7 playlists all the time is it has shifted to that grind over gameplay mentality since we have this extremely efficient way of grinding. So therefore, the players that are focused on the grind will stick to playing the same map over and over again for a month or two to get their camos and stuff unlocked. And then once they do that, they've effectively beaten the game when it comes to multiplayer. At least that's how a lot of people see it. And they've burnt themselves out on the game so hard because they've been playing the same tiny map and nothing else for a month or two straight. This isn't new to Call of Duty by any means. It has been happening over the past several years, but I feel like this definitely has contributed, at least with Black Ops 6, where I noticed a lot of people, they just played Stakeout 24/7 for the first couple months, they got their Dark Matter camo, and then they were just burnt out and they hated the game after that. And I think playing Stakeout 24/7 for months at a time would make most people hate it. Now, when it comes to a solution to this, I really don't know what the solution is because the cat's out of the bag on this one, and I don't think you can put it back in. I think if these games launched without these tiny map 24/7 playlists or without offering that on a very regular basis, that could turn a bunch of players away that have now come to expect that because to them, that's what Call of Duty is now. Now, perhaps they could put more emphasis on like 10v10 or even 12v12 on regular maps in the game. So players that are looking for more efficient ways to grind and for that crazy chaotic gameplay, they would have the ability to have that level of gameplay on the regular maps and therefore experience way more variety with the game. But outside of that, I really don't know what the solution would be here. In either case, this leads me to the last general point here. Again, focusing just on the big picture when it comes to player retention. And I'm sure this won't be too surprising to many. This is just the way they've been handling matchmaking and disbanding lobbies. I know I've been ragging on this for so many years at this stage, but I really think we're seeing a lot of that long-term burnout with the modern matchmaking system, at least within segments of the community. I realize it must be very effective with very large groups of the community, probably the majority, but I think a lot of the people that don't like the modern matchmaking system, they've kind of put up with it for years now, and they're really just starting to reach that long-term burnout, and they can't put up with it anymore. I noticed a ton of my longtime viewers have reached this stage where they had been hanging in there and sticking it out and still playing Call of Duty over these years, just hoping something would change, but they've given up hope at this point, and they just can't put up with it anymore. And I do think that's probably at least somewhat contributing to this. And then on top of that, I think disbanding lobbies has been a huge part of this as well, because with forced disbanding lobbies, the game has lost all sense of its in-game community. And especially when you combine that with the fact that the matchmaking system makes it very difficult to have an enjoyable experience playing with mixed skilled friends, I think they've really lost a huge part of that social element with Call of Duty, where it's less likely to be the place that you go to hang out with your friends online and play video games, because there are so many other games out there where mixed skilled friends can have way more fun together than they can in Call of Duty now. Now, obviously, I don't have the data on that. Perhaps this level of matchmaking and the disbanding lobbies is still a net positive overall to the general community, but I'm just sharing some of the observations I've been making. It does seem a lot of people have really just reached that burnout stage with the modern matchmaking and disbanding lobbies. And with that, that's where we're going to leave it for today's video. Those are the primary issues that I believe have been impacting retention. Obviously, it can't be ignored that Black Ops 6 has its own unique issues, and I'm sure many of the small individual issues, those add up as well and have been harming retention. But at the same time, every Call of...
Are you familiar with Lindy Lee, Brandon?
I'm familiar with her tweets.
Right, so she is a former Democratic fundraiser. I remember she was big on the Hillary campaign. And when I say big, I don't mean they viewed her as big. From everything I know, it seems like they did not view her as very integral to any campaign or the Democratic Party whatsoever. But for her, she was big into the Democratic Party. I remember her fundraising for the Hillary campaign because that's when she blocked me because of my support for Bernie Sanders at the time. And she was a fundraiser. She was big into fundraising for Joe Biden's campaign and then Kamala Harris's campaign. She was one of those like stalwart like Democratic faithfuls. Like no matter what happened, she defended it to the end. And then the election happened in 2024, and now she is on board the Trump train. She's full MAGA. And apparently she has a book coming out now. And she's ostensibly doing these interviews to support the book, because why else would they send apparently a draft of the book to the host interviewing her? But Lindy Lee went on the Tara Palmieri show on YouTube. And I'm not familiar with Tara Palmieri. I'm assuming she's like a Democratic-leaning host, right? Do you guys know who she is?
She used to be a Politico reporter. I think she also worked at ABC News for a while. But yeah, I think suffice to say, her thing is being well-sourced in like Dem.
So she's not. I thought she was like a partisan person. She's not even what you're saying. She's. Well, you're right.
That's sort of a meta question about the state of journalism. But yeah.
Check weapons and gear.
Like
We're holding deployment. Enemy dropping into the AO. Rep time's over. Now you deploy.
Changing
to the war
mags.
zone.
Semtex front!
So I didn't want this skin. This is too easy to see.
Battle Royale.
Got a contract here.
It's clear of the gas. Get to the safe zone. Enemy soldier incoming.
Where's the contract?
Inserting armor.
point on your map containing enemy intel. Capture and secure it to get ahead of the next gas spread.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Come on, get down!
Inserting armor!
Where the fuck are Where? Fuck. Shit! Where? I'm pushing this contract anyway. Even if it's a death wish.
Nice job, soldier. Stay there to secure the intel point.
Yes.
Inserting armor!
Here's somebody.
Hey, incoming laser! Changing
Get crossed. That's 2 kills. All right. Now let me take all this
Check
shit.
your map for the next gas spread location.
Ooh. Eh. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? Let's go. Oh, is that a gas mask? See a gas mask? Thank you. Take all this shit. Wait, wait.
Enemy
Trophy
UAV
system?
overhead.
Sure. Enemy UAV. Chase me down, bitch. Give me all your ammo. Whoa.
You're losing ground. Moving.
Okay, so I'm sitting pretty in the circle. Let's do a little camping. Is anybody in the chat? Hello? Hello? What is this? Sweet guns. Ooh, recon drone. Sure. Is anybody out here? Recon drone. Looking for people. It's kind of a ghost town. Everyone's got wait. Hello. You are. Where is he? I marked him. Where is he? God damn it. What's the point? What am I hearing? Alright, I feel compelled to loot.
Enemy UAV is online.
I'm gonna. Alright, let me find cover. Come get me, bitch. Got ears everywhere. enemy car.
You've got a loadout drop inbound. Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
I'm good. Inserting armor. Inserting armor.
This is your last chance. Fight to earn redeployment.
Brutal.
Fight started. Almost your turn, soldier. Stand by. Success means redeployment. Failure means elimination.
Oh, sure. Shoot the funny man. Real classy. Back in business.
That time. Dust yourself off, regroup, and get back.
Boom! Dead!
God damn it.
Host or something. She worked for Puck.
Loading fresh mag!
Washington Examiner and the New York Post. So again, this is also
I was saying to Sam earlier, I kind of feel like she's the 2025 Olivia Newsy. Not the Sam
So here we have two clips from this show. This goes off the rails. Let's play the first one. This is Lindy Lee, the former fundraiser for Democrats turned hardcore MAGA person on the Tara Palmieri show.
It's fair. People can totally.
Another day in the shit, gentlemen.
You worked for a campaign.
I didn't have a choice because I was a
nobody has to work.
You're not getting it. Politics is my entire life. What do I do without politics?
So you don't
my
believe
entire
what
world.
you're doing?
Are you like, should I become a teacher or something? Are you asking me to change my perspective?
I actually think that if you're gonna stand up and speak for other people as a surrogate, if you're gonna work for a campaign, and now you're going to come out with a book, like you should believe in what you're saying. Like if you didn't believe in it then, how are we supposed to believe you now?
This is my truth, take it or leave it. I don't need you, Tara Palmieri, I don't need you to believe me. This is just my truth, and I have the receipts.
She's still using like the woke terminology of the Democrats because
No, everyone's woke now. Everyone's woke.
such a recent MAGA. She can't help herself but use the terminology she's already, brought herself up to learn. This is amazing. I mean, first of all, there's plenty of jobs you could get in politics that don't require you to work on a political campaign you don't even agree with, apparently. This is amazing stuff.
I mean, morally bankrupt. I mean, I would like to say that I'm surprised by the kinds of people that get into politics for the Democrats, right? But I think you probably see the same kinds of personalities on both sides, just shameless ladder climbers, right? Like, I think the move over from Biden to Trump is like, let's be honest, like it's retirement plan. It's like, okay, grifting Democrats is a little harder. Like the Democrats are a little smarter, especially like in the more elite lib spaces. But I think people see the MAGA base as just like a bag of money with legs. They just go like, it's hard not to just want to dive in like Scrooge McDuck.
Right. I mean, but she's a fundraiser, right? So you would think she would have the ability to raise funds. She's really good at her job, and apparently she's telling us that she can raise money from people for a political campaign she doesn't even believe in. Then why would she even have to change her own political opinions to make money? Shouldn't she be able to do the same thing for herself? I mean,
my favorite part of this story is like her book and the press tour she's on now is like, criticizing all these Biden people for not speaking up and not doing something to get him to drop out of the race earlier. But obviously, like, the elephant in the room is like, what about you? Like, why weren't you, writing your book a year ago when there could have been a Democratic primary? And she's like, well, politics is my life. It's like no self-awareness that everyone she's talking about could basically make the same argument.
Right. So let's actually speak. You brought up her book, and the book that, again, it seems like if you send your book, even if it's a draft, if you send it to the person who is going to interview you, you expect them to ask questions about the book, right? And why else would they would you provide them with a copy of the book or a draft or whatever she presented it? Apparently, that was a big
secure the objective. Hostiles have the hard point. We're winning. Keep it that way. Hostiles have captured the hard point. Hostile UAV established overhead. Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles have the hard point.
What you're trying to get at.
No, I'm just curious because I saw in the book you also wrote that that you could.
Right. I asked your producer not to share.
I know, but like, why are you being sensitive about books that you're putting out?
Because it's in draft form right now. It's not even done. So you're sharing a form that's like really rough. And I specifically, she promised me that you wouldn't be sharing this rough draft with. It's not ready to be published, and you're. Sharing a draft that's not done.
But if it's like a fact, it's a fact.
I don't even know why I went live today. Like this is like one of the most boring and predictable things I've ever seen. All right, let's try to find my prediction. When did you guys remember when I made my prediction about Ethan Klein and Hassan's debate? What's gonna happen is Ethan is gonna start screaming and yelling, calling him an anti-Semite, and then we found it. Hassan's not gonna be able to get a word in edgewise, and then at some point when Ethan feels like he's tired of debating, he's gonna try to bring on some banned streamer. Okay, that didn't happen. Or loner box. That didn't happen, so I was wrong about that. Like that's literally what it's going to be. But prepare yourself. I was right about how Ethan was going to conduct himself, right? He was going to not allow Hassan to get a word in edgewise. He was going to scream that he was an anti-Semite. I was wrong about the banned streamer thing, but I think it's because he got shamed out of it. He wanted to do it, but his staff probably were like, no, don't do it, because it will look so bad if you do that. If Ethan Klein wasn't one of the dumbest people I've ever seen in my entire life, I would be a little bit more concerned that these guys are not properly preparing and underestimating Ethan Klein. Like, it's hard for me to I just don't believe in ever underestimating your opponent. I don't care if you think they are the lowest or the low. Anybody could fuck up anybody with the right luck. I don't think you should ever underestimate anyone ever, and you should always treat any opponent as if you're playing the most skilled person in whatever thing you're competing on ever. I think you should always give 110%. You should never allow hubris or arrogance to defeat you. You should only be defeated if you are actually defeated. That's the one thing that makes me a little bit concerned, is it's like, yes, Ethan Klein is incredibly stupid and lazy. However, be prepared for every bad faith trick. It's like if I
This is fun to watch.
Can you hear me, Sean? Oh my God. Sorry about that. Yeah. I don't know what ultimately was happening, but the first thing that happened was a miscommunication because I had said, you know, I'm up for either multiplayer or DMZ, and then we didn't specify which one, so obviously I was in multiplayer and you were in DMZ. That was the first part that was the problem. Then I got into DMZ, and then I think I saw your invite, and I clicked on it, and then it shot me back to, like, main menu. Then when I went back in, it was all fucked up. Sorry about that.
It's okay, because you know what we're gonna do. We're doing neither. We're going we're gonna jump into the Warzone as a punishment for our insolence against the Call of Duty gods.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
How you doing? What's going on? How was your day?
Oh, yeah, boring suburban crap kind of day. I just cleaned the grill at a long time and then took the dog for a walk and took a nap. Yeah, pretty chill. How about you?
I could barely get out of bed this morning, dude. I was just like, I think I eventually got up like around 8 or so. Like, my cats originally woke me up like around 3 or 4 like normal. And I just like, man, I just kept hitting this hay, man. But eventually I, you know, dragged my ass out of bed and did some laundry. And I was going to go for a walk and I made it down the block, but I was like, it's a little cooler than I thought it was going to be. So I'm like, I'm just going to go back. I don't have my hoodie. So I just came back and started drinking instead. Oh shit, I'm sorry. I didn't even like get us into a match here. Let me just say.
Yeah, it was a little chilly. I guess down by the lake too. You get.
Yeah, this is where I was heading, and I was suspecting it was going to be even chillier.
Yeah.
Where I was heading, but whatever. I know it's going to be nicer and warmer.
Yeah,
pretty
it's
soon.
coming. I think Thursday is supposed to be like 86 or something like that. Something nuts.
Woo! Yeah, I'll jump into the water down there then.
Up and down.
Man, I've been watching this YouTube channel today called Anti Heroines. It's kind of interesting because it's kind of focused on female characters in films and books and fiction, essentially. And kind of doing like a deep dive into these different. Have you ever seen the movie We Need to Talk About Kevin?
Oh, yeah. I think I did.
That?
Is that with the actress who plays the mom in that? Kind of weird looking.
Yeah, it's... Here, I'll pull it up. Tilda Swinton.
Yeah. It's been a while since we saw it, but yeah, disturbing.
Yeah, definitely.
Good movie to watch if you decided not to have kids.
Actually, yeah, for sure. No,
we're all about it. We're like, yeah.
But there's I watched this video on this channel. Can you still hear me? Are we broken up right now because we're in this menu?
I can still hear you.
Excellent. Yeah, this channel called Anti-Heroines. They do like it's really interesting kind of analysis of the mother's role, essentially kind of mostly focusing on the mother in the story. And thought it was super interesting. And I also watched they watched a couple more of their videos. One was about the piano teacher. I don't know if you've
oh, is that with God? I'm so horrible with actors' names. It's French.
Yeah, it's French.
Oh, no, I did that.
It's interesting. It's kind of do you know the concept of the incel?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's it's kind of exploring the idea of the femcel, which is basically kind of like the female equivalent of the incel, which is usually male.
So there was such a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. You're lucky
Let's look into that.
Internet brain as I am. I'm gonna mark this spot to drop.
So what is that like? It's like women who have trouble getting dates and they hate men. Is that what the deal is, or what?
Yeah, it's just kind of like a worldview. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. You see where I marked over there?
Keep clear of the gas.
Mark that contract. I'm losing my voice too. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
I didn't talk all day long, and for some reason I'm losing my voice. All right, I'm gonna jump in 3, 2, 1, go.
Get up.
Try to hit that spot. I don't know I've heard of the piano teacher. I had zero idea what it was about, but it's basically just about this like woman who's got this like incredibly fucked up relationship with her mother and has like these like basically dysfunctional like sexual desires, and it's just a super unhealthy. It's super fucked up. Where are you?
I'm way behind. I didn't get a good jump.
I'm just gonna come.
All right, I'm better. I'm gonna hide because that's wide.
Sure. If you can find any weapons or anything, I'm straight up just running to you with a pistol.
All right. Oop. Player. Fuck you.
Oh shit.
I got this guy.
Nice. I'm almost to you. Right on your 6. Good job. Nice work. Oh, he dropped a sniper. You want that snipes?
I got 2 guns already. I'm good.
All right.
If you want it.
I'll take it.
Want to go up on this building?
Sure. After you.
More guns up here. Nope.
Yeah, I need to grab one of these secondaries. Okay, I'll take it. Push it. Yes, that was pretty interesting, that video. And another one about kind of analyzing the character of Glenn Close in Fatal Attraction. Kind of putting that movie all in context and It's pretty interesting. Very interesting stuff. But that's kind of like the last couple of few hours of it.
I don't think I've ever been over in this area by the train station.
Enemy UAV overhead.
You wanna loot? Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay. You want to stay high ground like this, or do you want to Actually, can we make it over to this ledge over here?
Moving to my mark.
Is there an easier way? A ladder here? Oh yeah, dude, check it out. Do you want to? I don't see the entrance. Let's keep going up, I guess. Oh shit!
Oops.
Are you on top?
Yeah, I'm right near. I'm behind you.
Are you?
Don't see
me?
me?
Hey, there you are. I couldn't see for a second.
Squad mates are in
That
the
was
safe zone.
strange. Ooh, you want to go for this recon contract? I'll mark it. Recon contracts are cool. They're the ones that show you where the next circle's going to be.
Okay.
Or it's up to you.
I lost you. Oh, there you are. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
There might be some loot over here too. Who knows? It's on the bus. All right, grabbing it. All right, we gotta go back.
Capture and secure it to get ahead of the next gas spread.
Oh shit! Taking shots. Shit! Footsteps right here on me! Oh my god! How did he kill me so quick? I'm down. I'm dead. I'm going to gulag. Well, what's going on with you?
I'm hiding.
You're hiding? Just hiding? No shots? No enemies on you? Nothing? You good?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'll see if I can get out of this gulag. If not, you're gonna have to go capture that recon contract.
Earn redeployment
Alright,
or
I'm
die
gonna
trying.
the pistol. It's dog shit. Fuck. I'm fucking dead.
Oh shit.
So go ahead and get that contract. I'll be
reloading.
Spectating you in a second.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Who got you, dude? What's
That's
going
fucking
on?
probably the same guys. I just finally walked out, and they just were. I think they were in the shop.
Alright, well, try to win the gulag.
And we ran into each other.
Try to win the ghoulie. I am spectating you right now. Pistols, great.
Guy. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I smacked that guy in the head.
Nice work.
Unbelievable.
I'm back up.
Jeez.
All right. So is that contract expired? Maybe, I guess. All right, well, you're in the circle. You can, there's a most wanted contract. Oh, hospital. There's probably a lot of good, healing stuff and maybe self-revives and whatnot.
Ah. Oh, there we go. Window for me?
Looks like it may have been looted.
Oh yeah. We really fucked up this hospital.
well, since you're basically in a solo match now and you're going to be at a disadvantage versus a team of two, if you can find a comfy spot to camp with no windows, and just kind of see where the next circle goes. That's what I would
get up here now. All right, sounds good. I like that plan.
Friendly
Well,
loadout
there's
drop on
a
the way.
loadout drop. Did you make a custom loadout?
I think I have one made.
Well, if you want to pull it out, you can do it.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
If you don't feel like just camping, if you actually want to do something. Oh, that here's glass break.
Somebody's coming.
We'll get a W next time.
You know what? I got a tip. I've got a tip. You've got to play this like multiplayer. No, seriously. It's like, because like I think you at least I did for a long time. Kind of like put yourself kind of like in a different headspace that you're at in multiplayer. You know, but the thing is like when you go face to face, it's the same thing. And you should go in with the same.
Just go all in.
Well, with the same confidence. Don't fuck the sneaky shit. You know, sneaky shit doesn't work. If it doesn't work in multiplayer, it's not gonna work in Warzone. You know what I mean?
True.
It's like it's all about the gunplay. Like, don't worry about being sneaky. You hear someone charge his ass, go for him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Like it was multiplayer.
Yeah,
you know what
good
I mean?
point.
And
yeah,
like,
no, I think
you'll get
you're
way
dead
more
on.
kills that way. Because like it's a whole different I totally understand putting yourself in the headspace of like, oh my god, I'm you know,
I'm playing against a real human here, yeah.
or whatever. It's like I need to survive. Like, don't worry about that. Just go for the kill. Kill.
Sounds good. Kill.
That's about it.
Full Metal Jacket.
Exactly.
Kill.
Oh man, I don't want to be like this, but my voice is about gone, bro.
Yeah, man, you sound pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. I don't feel bad. I feel all right, but this happens. This is it happens completely random. I have not been able to observe any kind of pattern or reasoning behind it. But yeah, my voice is gone. So I'm gonna get out of the party, but Jesus Christ.
Sounds good. All right, well, rest up your voice, and I'll look for you tomorrow.
Hey, please do good games. I'm sorry I forced us to play Warzone. I was mad.
We were due.
I was mad at DMZ. If we were able to party up easy, no problem with DMZ, we would play DMZ. But the fact that it was giving us trouble, I was kind of like, you know what?
Yeah.
Not tonight. I'm sorry. Dude, have an awesome evening. Thanks for playing.
Great. Yeah.
I'll talk to you very soon.
Okay, talk to you later.
All right. See you. And we're just going to do some solos because I don't have to talk.
It's like if I was going to box someone, I would want to make sure that, they were following all the rules. I wouldn't go in there going like, I could easily beat this guy up. And then he has a fucking piece of iron in his glove. If you're in a contest with someone, treat them seriously. That's enough of what I said was going to happen. Now let's just get into this stupid bullshit. So I could talk about it more. But my major point going into this is Ethan Klein is a genocidal Zionist, anti-Arab racist who doesn't care about Palestine, and he hates Arabs. And it's ridiculous to be like, it's ridiculous to blame Palestinians for what happened elsewhere in the Arab world. Can you imagine killing white people because of something Germans did and going, see, the Germans oppressed the Jews, so that means I can kill white people in California? What?
So first and foremost, I think we should define what Zionism is and what you mean by Zionism and what I mean by Zionism so you can understand where I'm coming from.
Hassan is one of those people that people have always been nice to them their entire life. And so he's not really used to people that have ill will or are rejecting him or have, want to take advantage of him. And so he has a hard time believing it, and because I've been in so many of those situations where I have no backup and I'm only going to sink or swim against hostile people based on how I react in the moment. And, when you practice that kind of life, and then, I ran for office in 2013 as well as a politician, where I was in a situation where people were trying to take what I was saying out of bad faith, where people were trying to damage my reputation, where people were looking for any excuse to say that I'm bad. And so I'm used to that. I'm used to that kind of behavior. And I don't think Hassan is. And it's crazy to me at this point because people have been treating him like that for now 5 years. So he needs to reckon with the fact that there's a lot of hostile people, especially for left-wingers in this country. And, somebody like Ethan Klein is never going to treat you in good faith.
The belief that Jews should have their own homeland in the historic, Palestine area. That's it.
Okay. All right. So I believe that Zionism is a religious ethno-supremacist ideology that revolves around the exterminationist policies of removing the indigenous population that lived in, as you said, historic Palestine, as long as they are not Jews, because it's a religious, ethno-religious supremacist ideology. I think that this is a disagreement that you and I have.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. If you want to add that, like the genesis of Zionism included, the displacement and, the ravaging of the culture that existed.
Kill confirmed.
I don't think that the establishment of Israel was like a good thing. I mean, it was tragic and a lot of bad things happened. But let me ask you.
Okay.
So what we were thinking as they were doing the Fortnite outline.
We got the lead. Now hold it. You've fallen behind. Damn it, we've lost the lead. Lead's ours.
You know what? Let's not debate the narrative. By the way, you believe the likes were botted on that?
What?
No, I mean, he is stupid, but he's also like subscribing to this idea of form over substance. Like, he's doing the whole Destiny talk fast thing, but like, it's not just talk fast. I mean, Destiny, when he was still like if you can pre-Rittenhouse Destiny was a fairly good debater. I mean, his debate against John was very well done. I thought he was able to get out of him what he needed to get out of him, which is the point of a debate, just trying to like clarify everyone's points so the audience knows what's bullshit and what's not. He's just. I mean, Destiny lost the plot. The Kyle Rittenhouse situation. Completely lost the plot. Kyle Rittenhouse should be fucking jail for murder. But anyway, Ethan's trying to do this, like, if you talk fast, boom, 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 and have, like, confidence, like you win, he's wrong. You gotta know what you're talking about, dude. I give a fuck. Destiny just his style. It only works if you have the fucking knowledge. If you don't have the knowledge, but you just talk fast, you can just come off as stupid. And Destiny has sounded very, very stupid ever since his Kyle Rittenhouse right-wing shift.
Pretty much, you could say
Moving with Archangel.
the content nuke as a ratio.
Nice. We're pulling ahead. We've taken control. Archangel going hot.
Can't see dislikes unless you're the content creator.
Fire an Archangel.
Does not show. They are YouTube dislike
Using field upgrade.
dislikes on video. That's not.
Oh, hey, actually, do you guys want to buy some coffee?
Moving with Archangel.
Right-wing conservative figureheads.
Well, they're not.
Hallucinating anti-Semitism in this circumstance. Very popularity in American politics. Not my point at all. I'm saying you individually.
Watch it!
So you can win your argument.
Won the argument in your mind, and that your community.
I don't remember this part. This is a complete cooker. This is a read. Get red, bro. Fucking hang it up. Get off the internet after this. Everything you're saying here is 1,000% true.
Theo Vaughn podcast appearance.
You fucking me? Activate Cashback Protocol. Get your ass
shoot
back
the funny
to base.
man. Real classic.
He should fucking uppercut him for saying that shit. Into the fucking moon.
Together, I'm going to answer both. You said, do you think I'm anti-Semitic?
You need to fucking elaborate on that, fucker.
Hold on there, Hassan. This is an important question.
I'm anti-Semitic now. Because 2 days ago you said
I'm going to answer. I'm going to answer.
Okay. Or yesterday,
Your form of
I think,
anti-Semitism is way more insidious because it's silent, it's tricky. She's out there just saying what she's expected for that.
Whoa, you respect Candace Owen. Dude, why are we even debating this fucking fascist? Ethan Klein is a fascist. 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 Ethan Klein, fascist.
Calling me insane for what I think most people would perceive as blatant, obvious anti-Semitic acts.
I don't think
All fascists can fucking off.
You're directly refuting the point I just made. Okay.
All right. Well, look.
By the way, chat. Okay, let me pause it here for a second, and or just mute it for a second to say this is exactly what I'm talking about. And Ethan Klein is right. Ethan Klein is right. Nobody said that. Absolutely nobody said that. Holy shit. No, but this is a really important point. He respects Candace Owens and Nick Fuentes just like Destiny does. Ethan Klein is ridiculous. We're not anti-Semitic. We're anti-Zionist. And what Ethan Klein understands is that most Americans are not going to vibe.
You know what? I'm not even gonna I'm gonna go beyond this point now. If we really want to clarify our position on this, I think the true comparison isn't like, yo, you're a Zionist, you're a liberal Zionist, and we're not.
Go, go, go!
It should be you're fascist, and we are against fascism. We are anti-fascist. Period. And you can, I'm sure you can say that to these fucking morons, and they'll say so, and they'll just kind of be like, how can you say that? Like it's just on its face a ridiculous thing to say.
You've fallen behind.
Like it's like there's a word I can't. Like it's inherently true what they're saying.
Nice. We're
Like
pulling
the
ahead.
sky is blue. The sky is blue. Zionism's good. That's their brains. Why? Because they're just indoctrinated to fuck. But it's really about this is about fascism, because obviously he's aligning himself with real anti-Semites. He just said he respected Candace Owen. He just said he respected Candace Owen, and she is an anti-Semite. You've been doing everything you can to shit on Hassan day in and day out, and he is not an anti-Semite. So this isn't about like you're an anti-Semite, you're not an anti-Semite, you're a Zionist, you're not a Zionist. It's about you're a fascist, bro, and you align with other fascists like Candace Owen, like Sanheim, like all these scum, and all fascists deserve the wall. So pick the fucking side, and you better fucking clean your shit up quick, or I know where I'm fucking. What was that big fucking pumping ass, you fucking Zionist fascist cunt? Who believes that at this point? Nobody does. He is a pro-Palestinian in his head and his head alone. Yeah, an IP ban that you are mischaracterizing as on Israel when it was on Israel and Palestinians, the whole fucking region. And so it wasn't some anti-Semitic conspiracy theory by Twitch. What the fuck's wrong with you, you fucking brainless fucking god? Get uppercutted.
Archangel making noise.
Oh my god. I hope this guy gets litigated into oblivion. What an asshole. Just for being an asshole, I hope he gets fucked. You get fucked in the fucking knee, bitch. F in the A by the LAW.
That's it.
Missile incoming!
Correspond with
Hey, incoming lethal!
We've taken control.
Hey, incoming lethal! Yeah, watch it!
You can't debate fascists for two reasons. One, they're on a different planet. You're not working about the same rules as like any normal person is. Anyone who's working within material reality. No fascist is working in the real world. None. They're all in a fantasy world. Whether they just not know it or they just don't care. Either way. Anyway.
We have the edge, but don't get cocky. This shit ain't over.
Hey. Fucking, our commander is speaking. I think we should listen right now.
This shit ain't working. We've lost the advantage.
Yes, I want to know that
Damn it, they must have hacked our comms. Go dark. I'll pick you up later.
Sorry, I'm not an Avenger. You're not an Avenger. But if you would like to help us, you need to find you should go find the line. Not problem. Don't fundraise. Dance is fine. Criminal. So, much better intimidator than Rom is about aggressive related to Noah Sands, if I do say so myself, by the way. Notice how Ethan's not talking about that anymore, because he's quiet, he's not playing with Noah Sands, and never playing this place. On the first viral, Peak Horny. 2 years before bomb mechanic, so much so have letter here, short, precise, to support citing the relevant laws and specific instances of defamation. Now law firms, legal counsel, social media content creator Denims, it has come to our attention that in response to an apparent child substance to your home around March 2025, noticing a parent does not prove it. Good strat. So he stated either that Denims herself filed the CPS report, resulting in the CPS visit, or that Denims court coverage do so. Among other things,
Can you finally throw some respect towards Denims, bro? You don't say anything good about anyone. Denims is based, and I think you should acknowledge that, friend.
Just like such a horrible, disgusting person. Making reference to Denims, you said terrorist sympathizers who support CPS coming and taking my children away. God, he's just such a little self-victimizing baby, isn't he? She's directly responsible for CPS coming to my house. The way that he talks about this, CPS coming to my house, dude, why do you talk about it like it's fucking swatting? This guy is like a rich guy who's never been told no before. So the idea that like there can be anyone above him, say a government, that has any sort of authority over him, he can't abide by.
Domination.
Rich. What
secure the objective.
This isn't allowed. They can't check on my kids.
Cover my six, damn it.
She's directly linked to the CPS.
Control Zone C.
She did CPS. Remember that. You don't lie about kids enough CPS go to their house. Yeah, all of these are pretty direct allegations, like multiple allegations specifically that she.
Who's a Bravo?
CPS even herself.
They're taking C.
The question is, will she be able to go through it? Because there's no fucking way he's not going to do that.
Tactical capturing this objective.
Lost C. Losing B.
Capturing this objective.
Just throw away the slap lawsuit
Head on. Enemy watchdog helo inbound. We lost all those. Hostile LDPR drop detected. Zone C secure. Taking B. Losing Charlie.
You're giving him too much credit. He's too dumb to even think about that.
What's a couple $1 million if it means especially, you know, what would happen if a subpoena or something of that nature was made?
Rocket to Bravo.
It just so happened that there was no subpoena.
They're taking C.
Go badly for it doesn't have much to do with the destination itself. I mean, he's on the line defamation. Not this time. Now we have appeals to California Supreme Court and it goes to trial.
Secure it, B.
Capturing. Oh, I see you.
Sit rep. Losing Bravo. Losing B.
This fundraiser 100%.
We lost B. Losing Charlie.
God, is that blood? Nobody told me there would be blood.
I just gotta say,
Hey, incoming lethal!
Capturing Bravo underway.
Wow, I am
Bravo zone secure.
get to the mouse.
To my house. He dropped that one really quick, didn't he?
Losing Bravo. Losing B.
Drama. It's just endless fucking. Here's these people who criticize me.
Hey, someone should make a movie about it.
Going hard. DPR drop detected.
Oh. Using lethal.
Why don't you check?
I'm too old to be playing these fucking games. Yeah, watch it!
Anyway, where is his response there? Or Rom Disbarn seems. Okay, so I just on the side that's like from Bonnie's little phone.
Losing B. Bravo lost.
Still incoming!
Like this is written as if
Sit rep. LDPR incoming.
Yeah, watch it!
This has to be specific.
2-minute clip.
Rocket down, Bravo.
As a real it has links in it so that you even can click them and go to the fucking clips. That's so fucking these people are. It's almost like malicious.
Engaging foot patrol.
Just use it for content. So
take it B.
The fact that he's been quite openly saying on the stream that his kid got Giardia and then he said that the Giardia totally irrelevant. She claimed Ethan was clearly
Take a Bravo.
Yes.
B locked down.
It's okay for me to have some security right because after the fact I said
I've heard of the war on
Take it A.
but this is ridiculous.
Incoming lethal. B.
Tips that are conveniently linked in the letter, which
Capturing this objective. Yeah, watch it!
Securing B.
Objective capture in progress.
Bravo down.
Sniper! Hey, incoming lethal!
Bravo.
to the point that if it did go to trial, it would be so far down the line that everyone would what did he
Bravo up.
It's like 3 or 4 years in now, and he's
Rocket down, Bravo. Taking Bravo underway.
Scrambler. Really stupid. It's just that in the USA.
Taking B.
Instead of the whole fighting and shooting thing, capturing this objective.
Losing B.
Because, on the off chance.
Losing Bravo.
I probably should not be operating it.
Lost B. We're losing Charlie.
So far, the
You gonna let a bunch of company assholes beat you? Fight back!
And now Ethan finds out paying him to basically write him a blog post. It's so weird.
Security.
Was until he randomly popped out.
All operators to your nearest DCP. We just got our ass.
This is a lot of running. I thought there'd be less running. That's on me, though.
Long history of being buddy-buddy with confirmed actual real pedophile, rapists, and sexual...
Hostile impact! Okay, don't stop. Come on. Semtex incoming!
...for him by choosing... had long been confirmed a pedophile and choosing to be ejected from the event rather than replace his friend Sam Hyde on his team. So here is the post where Froggy Fresh decided to defame me, you know, someone who had no idea that he existed until like a day ago. That I would love to watch the sexual sexual assault of children and babies by Hamas on October 7th, and then he attaches an obviously fake screenshot debunked a million times before, which was created by the Zionist harassment organization Shirion Collective and spread by one of their members called Drew Pavlu. You see, the thing with Froggy Fresh is that he has covered for confirmed pedophile Sam Hyde in the worst way possible. Now, what I'm going to show you here is quite confronting. It's going to be essentially a graphic image of an underage abuse victim showing the injuries that he inflicted upon her. So please stop watching right now if you don't want to see that. Or rather, if you're not comfortable with seeing that, because I doubt anyone wants to see it. So this is an image collage of messages that this person who Sam Hyde abused, his victim, took between them, in which he speaks to her in a clear sexual manner and alludes to fucking her in real life when she was 16 years old. This was back in 2013, 2014. At the time, he was 29 to 30 years old. And yeah, you can see